Hola, guys. Welcome to another Hangout. If you're listening and
Hello.
watching, thanks for joining us. And Amanda said, fuck that. I'm not showing my face, which I don't know why, but that's okay. So we had a nice little romp last night. We watched Halloween Ends. I'm going to absolutely reserve every opinion I have. Go watch it. Make your own opinion. I can tell you I didn't like it. Clint didn't like it. I think all 6, 7 people here, we didn't like it. So yeah, but not the worst thing. Definitely not the best thing.
Well, the last 30 40 minutes were pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Like the last quarter of the movie is kind of balls to the wall. So
yeah,
just go check it out for me. Yeah. So everybody's a little tired because we, talked pretty good last night. Apparently, Facebook is telling me to go fuck myself. We're having issues streaming to Facebook.
Yeah, well,
it is possible to stream was edited or deleted on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, fix your fucking shit.
It's saying here that it's live.
Fucking dickhead. Yeah, we're on YouTube. Yeah, everybody, if you want to watch, well, fuck, I can't even say it on the group. Like, everybody, you want to watch on the group, go to YouTube. No, go to YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, fuck it. So tonight we're gonna talk the Twilight Zone. One of my favorite shows of all time. I used to watch it with my dad. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, they had a thing on Sci-Fi Channel where it would play fucking. It felt like every episode. But what's funny is there's only 5 seasons. But the crazy thing is that each season has like 36 episodes in it. So it's like, god damn. So yeah.
They still do that here in New York on New Year's.
Do they? I figured they did. I know that's one thing that they hadn't changed because
all New Year's Day is all the time.
Yeah, Twilight Zone, and it's still. Is it? Let me see if it's. Well, Catalina's kind of close. The first episode of Twilight Zone was October 2nd. So happy birthday, Twilight Zone. That's my dad's birthday. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about, all the seasons. Our favorite episodes in them. And if you don't know the episode name, not a big deal. Because I have all 5 seasons, all episodes on my second monitor. So just kind of give me a description and we'll be good. So I will bust it out. Actually, you know what? No, because Clint's in the fucking first slot. So Clint, you can bust it out.
We can change places if you want.
Fuck that.
All right. You know what?
Season 1.
I started watching some episodes, and I would actually say that I felt that in 1959 this thing opened really strong with the pilot episode. Where is everybody?
Yep.
Like I just watched that a couple days ago. And I was like, son of a bitch, they came out of the gate hard. I mean, it was one of those things where it just opened up with a guy walking on the road, and he's like a hitchhiker. He ends up in a diner, and he's like trying to order food. He's like yelling into the back, trying to get somebody to come up to give him service. He ends up climbing over the counter, going into the kitchen, serving himself coffee, looking around, can't find a fucking person anywhere, and he ends up walking into a nearby town, and every business he goes into, he just gets more and more freaked out that there's nobody there.
Yep.
And he ultimately has what seems kind of like a psychotic break. And then they cut to a scene where it's like, I don't know if it's like is it the Air Force? I forget what branch of the military was in, but like he's being observed. He's in a box, kind of like an isolation tank, where it's like sensory deprivation. You know what I mean? They're feeding him food and oxygen, whatever. But he's in there by himself, and he has created this in his mind, of being in this town where he's alone. So like they storm in there. They wake him up. They get him out. You know, that type of thing. But he's fucked. Like he's
cracked.
He's broken when he comes out of that box. And yeah, so I mean, in a nutshell, that's what it's about. I mean, they do, you know, a little extra at the end, you know, to basically hint about what it would be like if, you know, somebody nuked the country or something like that, you know, and they make this statement, you know, the next time you really will be alone, you know, just to give you something extra to think about, because I know that at the time that was something that everybody was really worried about, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah,
really, I mean, it's
really good episode. They're
yes.
surprisingly short for what they do in that amount of time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a
half less than a half hour.
Yeah, yeah. It clocks in at 29 minutes 58 seconds, so almost a half hour.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Yeah, and you know it closes out with a really good you know, quote with the guy, you know, he's carried out on a stretcher. He's like, you know, talking to the moon. He's like, you know, hey, we'll be up there soon.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's a prelude. So yeah, I mean, Amanda's gonna hop off because she has nothing to add to this conversation. She doesn't.
She's not even gonna sit here and look pretty. What the hell?
That's what I said, but it's okay. She can go paint her.
She's just done her hair and everything.
I know she fucking did her hair and all, and it's like,
she can finish projects and hold them up to the camera, and that'll be her contribution to this.
But I understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, have you guys, Bacons? Have you seen this episode?
I've definitely seen the first episode.
We did watch some of the originals this week.
I didn't watch that one this week. But what I would say, along with what Blitz just said, is I'll say it early on. There's a massive theme with episodes, especially that first one that was then turned into something huge that became a film.
Yep. Yeah.
If you think of the premise of someone being alone, the twist at the end is it's all, you know, he's isolated and he's created that world. But if you think about the kind of the beginning of it, from what I remember, and I read something the other day about iconic episodes, things like 28 Days Later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you wait. What's the? I can't think. It's the man that? I can't. The one where there's just nobody. It's a really old B movie.
Omega Man.
58.
Omega Man.
Omega Man.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Charlton Heston.
But it's like, the only mention I'd say is about things that became iconic movies later. I found loads of episodes like that. Especially I've read about that first one, even though it's a long time since I've actually seen it.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. Like I said, it's just the way that it. I mean, a pilot episode. I mean, a lot of them it's just, you know, they don't have their footing yet. They don't have, you know, their shit together. I mean, Rod Serling did something that a lot of people could not do, and that was just not every episode of it is memorable. I mean, there are ones that stick out, which obviously we're going to talk about, but you know, every one of them is still like, well done.
We could talk about Rod Serling for a second. I mean,
we could,
that dude basically was a badass.
Yeah,
I mean, other than being like extremely creative, you know, and basically, you know, developing one of the most famous television shows that's ever hit the airwaves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like he had military service, you know, he saw action, he was traumatized by it, you know, and the creative outlet was kind of his way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
And beyond that, you know, he was kind of crazy. He was a bit twisted by it. Like I was learning things like in order to like make money, he would like test experimental like parachutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like go strap on some parachute that they hadn't tried yet, jump out of a fucking plane with it on, and make $50 every time he did it. You know what I mean? It's like, and he even
can you still do that?
I don't know. I mean,
you got to give me at least 5.
We can find out.
Sign up.
Yeah, like they said that one time he even signed on to do an experiment because he got like $1,000 to wear like it was like an ejector seat type thing. So they take him up in an aircraft, they eject him out of it. You know what I mean? And he did that knowing that the previous 3 people who had done it died.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, he was He's a baller. He's a badass. So
He's a baller.
oh hell yeah, man.
He's a baller.
He's a ballsy motherfucker. I would have done
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'm just saying, and it's like, and he got tired of negotiating with network executives to try to get the appropriate amount of money to make his show, and then that's really the reason why it only lasted 5 seasons.
Yeah,
because he said, you know what, fuck it, I'm
Okay,
tired
yeah.
of fighting about this. He's like, let it go off the air.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, you know what's funny too?
Yeah.
Is keep in mind. I mean, think about how really talented this guy is.
Mhm.
Not only did he make the Twilight Zone, then he came out and made Night Gallery. So he not only had one iconic show, he had 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and I'm pretty sure, like you just said, Clint, with executives, I
Mhm.
know he got into it with censors a lot too, because he, in fact, one of the episodes that I'll talk about when I go, well, we'll go and I'll try to go in chronological order best I can. But a lot of the scenes were edited. And it was, a lot of things that happened, like a lot of people committed suicide in a lot of these episodes. If you go back and watch these, they either tried to, did it, or wound up being a dream of some sort. But either way, it was still shown.
Yeah.
So I know he got into it with censors a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, but for 59, I mean, goddamn.
He went fucking dark on this
he
show.
went. He got some of these episodes get dark as fuck.
Yeah.
They do. But yeah, dude, the pilot episode, yeah, without a doubt.
And the best part about it was some of them, we didn't realize how dark it was until like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yes,
A lot
exactly.
of times you're watching an episode and it might have even been kind of boring. You're like, what's going on here? And then when like at the end, you're like, what the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, you'd get a twist at the end, which made me think maybe this was the inspiration for people that we see now, like M. Night Shyamalan or somebody.
Yep. Only Rod Serling did it fucking right.
Right.
Nicole, what do you think, my dear? Have you seen this one?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, the episodes that we talk about, at least, if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're on Paramount Plus. If you need my login, I'll give you my login. That's fine. I don't care.
Well, we found a lot on YouTube.
Right?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sorry. It's on Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got Pluto TV, it's on Pluto. So
no, I haven't got Pluto.
All right. Well, either way, we could, if anybody needs to.
But YouTube has a ton. I mean,
okay, good. Either
Yeah.
way.
Oh yeah, loads and loads on YouTube.
And if you want to see like the series that started in 1985, you can find damn near the whole thing on there.
Yeah, you can also find the 2000 as well.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Either way, just wanted to give the option. I don't mind because a lot of these episodes are amazing. Yeah, pilot episode. Where is everybody? Fantastic. Mike, you got anything to add on to that?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I'll go right down the line. Episode 2, One for the Angels. Basically, it's a sidewalk pitchman, a guy that opens up a briefcase on the street, tries to sell junk shit, blah, blah, blah. Finds out that the guy that's standing behind him that's taking all these notes is actually Death. So he winds up coming down and saying, hey, or actually goes back to his apartment. And he's very big. He's very big on kids, loves kids. So when he gets to his apartment, all these kids are outside and he's like, hey, I'm going to, we're going to have ice cream, get together after supper. Here's a toy for you. Here's a toy for you. And he sits down and then, he's like, hey, I'll see you guys after supper. So he goes upstairs in his apartment. He's starting to water his flowers. And then all of a sudden, Murray Hamilton, who plays Death, the mayor from Jaws.
Mayor from Jaws, right.
Yep. Well, of course, me and Mike know that because
I was just going to say, wasn't it?
And
absolutely.
Just a side note, the guy playing the main character, I'm pretty sure
Ed Wynn, right?
I can't remember his name. I'm pretty sure it's the guy from Mary Poppins.
It is. It is.
The guy who laughs.
Yep. When they're flying around the room. That's
I can't remember his name.
I think it's Edwin. I think it is.
Is it?
Oh God, I should know this.
Yep, Edwin. Okay, so so it continues, and he tells him that, hey, your departure is midnight, and he's like, hey, I don't want to go, obviously. So he's like, okay, well, there's the only way you can stay is if you meet one of these 3 conditions, and the last one is unfinished business. So he's like, well, I've never flown in a helicopter, and Murray Hamilton's like, well, I don't give a fuck. That's not going to cut it. He's like, well, I've never done a big pitch. I've never stood in front of someone and done a big pitch and sold anything. So he's like, okay, that'll count. How long do you need? He's like, maybe 2-3 years, whatever. So he's trying to get out of it. So he basically he fucks over death and is like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do this pitch for a long time. He's like, well, if you're not gonna do that, then I have to make arrangements and I have to go. So this little girl named Maggie, who he's friends with, he's like, well, if you're not gonna go, I'm taking her. So she gets hit by a car, and he's like, you can't do that. She's 8 years old. So he's like, you take me and say, he's like, hey, I can't go back on this. So the culmination of the episode is if he doesn't get to this little girl's room at midnight, it fucks everything up. He can't touch her. So the biggest pitch that he has is to death himself, and it makes him late for the appointment, and she lives, and he goes with her. I mean, how fucking ironic is that? His biggest pitch was to death,
which was his reason for skirting it in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah. So, in order to save her, he gave up his life. And I just find that was just fucking amazing. I mean, again, it's a hard act to follow from the pilot episode, but goddamn, does it do it? It does it amazingly well. What do you think, Clint?
Oh, I watched that one too. I thought that one was really good. I mean, it was really neat, and it'll sound stupid, but from a salesperson standpoint, I kind of enjoy some of his pitch because
absolutely,
he was sitting there talking about selling these ties to death, so he's pulling it out, talking about how silky,
893 times back and forth.
Yeah.
These birds flew across. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's so great. Bacons, did you get a chance to check that one out?
No, we didn't watch that one.
I'm trying to think of the name of the one of the original ones that we did watch.
Wexit around, but we don't remember that one.
No, I don't remember that one.
Gotcha. Check that one out. It's called One for the Angels. It's episode 2 of season 1. Nicole, I'm going to assume you have not seen it.
You are correct.
Damn it. Have you watched the Twilight Zone? At least you've watched it.
Not in like 30 years, 40 years.
But so
I've watched quite a bit this week, but you know me, my memory's shit, so I forgot most of it.
I got you.
No, I am. I did not have a chance to prepare as far as the old episodes go. I know I've seen them. I haven't seen them since I was a kid.
Fine.
And when it's my turn, I'll get to the one that stands out the most that I can remember.
That's fine. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Again, if we need to switch gears and we need to switch subjects, we can. I don't care. So, yeah, I mean, apparently Mike wants to show my lovely face on a banana, so I'm assuming he has nothing to add to this.
I'm assuming his food is there.
I'm assuming too.
Yeah.
I got, and I'm going to tell you, just to get out of the way. So when we go to Oaks, I'm going to schedule a hangout, but I have something to debut to you guys that's going to be absolutely epic as fuck. So
sounds exciting.
What? Yeah, it's
Be
exciting.
afraid.
Yeah,
Be very afraid.
Yeah, be afraid. It's coming. It's me. So I mean, yeah, be excited.
Is it exciting, not just terrifying?
Yeah, be excited, but scared.
Right.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, mark November 12th on your calendars. So yeah. Yeah, I love that episode. It's a great episode.
What day are we off filming?
I don't know.
That's a good episode.
It is. Bacons, what you got? Season 1.
I'm pretty sure this was season 1. Is it Eyes of the Beholder? Or Eyes of the
No.
Beholder?
No, that's season 2. You fucked up. Oh wait, I got the thing. No. There we go.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, be nice.
He even buzzed you.
I know it's probably what the fuck's going on.
Oh, I'm looking now.
I don't know. It looks like. Hang on.
Just give me a minute. I'll see you outside.
Sorry, it just looks like there's light outside. Hang on.
I'm just looking at this shit like
Just
there's fucking 36 episodes in this goddamn season.
Right. At this point I can't pick one out of the first season because I can't remember half of them, and I don't
All
even know
right,
if I
you know
watched
what?
them
All right, so fuck it. So we'll just pick whatever and you do it.
What happened for the car? They need a bit of touch.
What's the matter?
Oh, she's singing.
Ah,
Bacons, are you thinking?
No,
Oh,
Sorry.
Jesus.
well, if we're doing whatever, let him go with Eye of the Beholder.
No, I'm saying it. Go Eye of the Beholder. Absolutely. Thank you, Clint.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. The guy who was that's the one with the blood. Is that the right one? We got it right.
I
It's like
remember
really
Eye of the Beholder.
Having to have blood to keep him alive.
Eye of the Beholder, I think, was a plastic surgery episode. So it was
I have the
disfigured woman.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Disfigured.
the twist.
Right.
Yep. The twist is she's
Yeah.
beautiful, but everybody else is.
Yeah, but they were saying she was a freak. Yeah,
yes.
that's how the
Yeah. That was a good one. That.
That's that was season 2.
So the one I'm
episode
thinking of,
6.
it's a guy who like
I don't know what the name
I can't remember. I really don't know what the name of it is now, but he keeps. It's like an alien. He's always keeps having to have blood to keep him alive, and he uses telepathy to get a doctor to give him transfusions, and it gets a nerve.
Damn, that's a Twilight Zone episode. Holy
Wow.
shit!
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second.
I didn't see
I
that
can't
one. Oh,
I
my
didn't
God.
either. I gotta look at that one. Hold on a second. I want to find out what you're talking about because that sounds awesome.
Actually, was it One Step Beyond?
Twilight Zone baby was it?
Could have been on autoplay.
Look, I want to make sure because I've seen just about all these fuckers. Oh, don't tell me it's that one. If it's that one, I don't think it is. But is it To Serve Man?
That's
No,
a great.
I was gonna say that is one. That's like top 5
Yeah,
episodes. for me.
Everybody's gonna mention that one.
Yeah. They have to.
That's
Absolutely
awesome.
have to.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Yes. Let's see. Trying to look at this.
Are we talking about the one where the girl is bandaged up?
Yeah, that's
Well,
Eye of the
that's
Beholder.
Eye of the Beholder.
That's Eye of the Beholder, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the one if they're talking about that.
Could be One
Yeah.
Step Beyond. You know, I don't know.
Is that the name of the episode?
No, I think it was like a shoot off, similar kind. I don't know. I'm confused now because
Let me look.
I can't think of the episode, but I remember watching it with you, and I thought it was Twilight Zone, but now I'm confused because these lot don't remember
It
it.
was Twilight Zone.
It is Twilight Zone
Definitely.
because it's called The Fear.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
Is that what it is?
It's called The Fear.
Is that it?
That's
What
it.
There
season?
you go.
Season 5.
Oh, so the final
Wow.
season. The original series. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
It was an old one, like yeah.
You really enjoyed it, though. I remember.
Oh, I'm reading the synopsis really quick. It sounds fucking awesome.
Well, go ahead and read
Rich
it.
really enjoyed it. It was like proper into that episode when we was going through these.
So I have watched a lot this week, but as we know, my memory's shit.
And I wrote things down because I've been crap this week.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do very well with that either. So right before we got on this thing, when I was selecting episodes, I actually went to Wikipedia and looked at the episode title and made sure that I looked at the plot summary so that I could write it down and know what season it was in.
It's hard, dude. I mean, it really
That
is,
was a
like-
good lad. I found a YouTube channel that had 119 episodes on.
Yeah.
Started on the first one and just let it carry on.
Sure.
It's
Can't
hard.
remember
It's
none of
hard to
them.
remember the
Can't remember
episode
none of it, not
names
that, like.
just because there's so many of them, and 2, it's you just remember what you've seen. And honestly, they didn't start showing the titles of the episodes until season 2, and they showed them at the end, and then season 3 is when they started showing them in the beginning.
Yeah,
and then they went
they were at the end, and it was actually when I was watching it the other day. It's like, oh, yeah, sorry, it's the other way around. Yeah, we kept doing it the other day.
Yeah, it's like,
I could never know the name of the, like, if I didn't have the guide here, because I watched the show so much, I know which episodes I'm talking about. To say what the names of them, I'd have to go and look.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right. So, yeah, Eye of the Beholder. God, Jesus Christ, that's definitely top 5, because it's just so ironic, because you know something's going on because of the way that obviously they don't show their faces until the very
Everything's
end.
in dark, focus in it.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, something's definitely fucking weird here.
So I feel every day when I'm walking around like this and everybody else around
You're
me.
sexy as fuck. You don't ever, just make sure you tell yourself that. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
So
Make the rest of us pale in comparison.
Yeah, we all pale. Great episode. Absolutely. Eye of the Beholder, top 5. All right, Nicole. So if you don't know the episode name, which one jumps out the most?
The one that I remember the most, and I'm still a little fuzzy, was Burgess Meredith. You know which one I mean?
There's 2. Now there's 2.
There's a couple with him.
Yeah,
he was the mathematician. It was
Oh.
Yeah.
He was the janitor, I think.
Is it the one with the library at the end?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's like,
come on, Clint. You know
finally enough time,
there
or something
you go.
like that. Yeah,
time enough at last.
Time enough at last. That's what,
there you go.
Where he goes to, if in case nobody's seen it, I can go right through that one at
the Library of Congress.
Yes, exactly. That's episode 8, season 1. He's a bank clerk, gets bitched at for reading so much. Oh my God, I don't read.
Yes.
You suck. His wife's a bitch. His boss is a dick. His wife actually goes as far
Let
as
us not forget, he has the biggest Coke bottle glasses you've ever seen.
This dude has binoculars for glasses. This dude can see into the future. Those motherfuckers are so big.
So but he ends up in a bank vault.
Yeah,
At the moment there's like a nuclear explosion.
He's reading a newspaper in the vault, in a bank vault, that says the H-bomb, hydrogen bomb, can cause mass destruction. Well, all of a sudden, everything starts shaking and he gets knocked out because the H-bomb just went off. So he's reading about it in the vault and it goes off. The only reason he survives is because he was in the bank vault. He gets bitched at for reading at lunchtime. He gets bitched at for reading at home. And that's what saved his life. And then he goes through all the dilapidated city. He's like, I got enough to eat. There's canned food here. Because all I'm going to do is eat and smoke and do the same shit, read the same half newspaper. While he gets up, and again, the man loves reading. He gets up, finds a library. He's like, oh, got the complete works of Charles Dickens. We got the complete work of Shakespeare. And then and it's like, awesome. He gets them lined up and he's walking down the steps. He's like, here's January, here's February, March, April. Oh, here's next year. So he sits down and there's a big old clock. That's like part of a clock tower. And he's like, oh, there's enough time at last. So there's one book that's laying down on the steps. He goes to pick it up and his glasses fall off his face and they break. Fuck
shit.
Me running. Fuck.
The ultimate fuck you.
The ultimate go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Damn. So they break.
The funniest thing is he was the happiest fucker that the world
had. As soon as he found a library,
he's like, fuck everybody that can read all I want.
And here we go again, Clint. This was one of the episodes that almost got edited because he finds a sporting goods store and he leans into a cabinet and it breaks it and he finds out there's a gun in it. So he pulls the gun out. He's going to blow his brains out. He puts it up against his head and he turns his head ever so slightly and he sees the library. So again, suicide. And he's like, up until that point, he's like, man, it's the loneliness, the fucking lonely. I can't handle it. And then he's like, Well, now I got all the things I need in the world. I got all the books I need, all the time I need. And he breaks his fucking glasses.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Now he's too blind to even go find a gun to kill himself. So, I mean,
He just had put a wall several times.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't he find
I
a
mean,
dead person with another pair of glasses?
Maybe.
That would be my
No.
goal, is to go on the search for glasses.
Yeah.
Bitch, did you not see how blind he was? Motherfucker, he didn't know when he could walk. He was blind as a. When it showed this shit, it hurt my eyes. I was like,
and it
this
was
motherfucker
probably
is blind.
it was probably a time when you couldn't just go into a drugstore and find like a rack
Reading
with like
glasses.
reading glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor fuck. So
Yeah. Burgess Meredith. Yeah, he was on a couple. He was on a couple episodes of it.
Was there one where he was? It was like Goodwill Hunting. Was it Goodwill Hunting where the janitor is like a brilliant mathematician?
I think the one. I
Yeah.
think the one you're thinking
That's
about
what-
is Mr. Beavis, where he's like a genius and he gets super strength, and now all of a sudden he can just do everything. He
Beavis
can pick-
Beavis.
Mr. Beavis, sorry.
Okay.
I'm thinking of Mr.
Beavis
Bemis
Butthead.
from this episode. Hold on a second. I have a list. Let me make sure that's on there. Hold on a second.
I apologize. I am so
No.
not prepared.
I'm sorry. I'm
not
sorry.
this week at
I'm
all.
sorry. I'm sorry. It's
Prepared.
called. It's Mr. Dingle the Strong, is what that episode's called.
Okay.
Dingle.
Dingle.
That's
Yeah,
what I call
love
my
it.
trouser snake.
yeah, that's what I call my dick, Mr. Dingle.
Mr. Dingle.
It's even got a name tag.
Does sound like a pet name for a cock, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a name tag.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's it, Nicole. I'm pretty sure. Mr.
Okay.
Dingle the Strong. Yeah, a timid vacuum cleaner salesman is given a strength of 300 men by some experimenting
Yeah.
aliens.
Nice.
I mean, that's fucking great.
It is.
Yeah,
Nearly as
God
strong
damn
as
it.
Claire.
Oh, that's yeah, right. God. That's top 5 for me without a doubt. That's anytime I think of Twilight Zone, that's the first episode I think of is with Burgess Meredith, just because that's one that just sticks with you. Like
Oh yeah.
you know, Mike said, it's the biggest fuck you of pretty much any episode. Like you get all the time in the world, you get all the peace in the world, and then break fucking glasses. God damn. Sucks. All right, Mikey, what you got?
Well, since that was actually my pick for this one.
I figured.
I'm so sorry, Mike.
No, you're fine.
That is one of my favorite episodes. But I got a few. The next one is, according to, I lost it. The After Hours. When the chick is in
Oh,
the
that's
department
my
store
wife's favorite episode with the mannequin. She fucking
and the
loves.
people are talking to him, and and she's like on the 9th floor, and they're like, there is no 9th floor.
Ninth floor. Yep.
And then she's in the department store and seeing mannequins that look just like the people that were talking to her.
Yep. So fucking.
Oh, I
good.
like
If you
the
guys
sound. I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
that
them.
one,
That sounds
yeah,
awesome.
it's called The After Hours. I
Yeah,
think
it's
Go
season
on.
1. It's 34. Episode 34 is season 1. It's fucking great. Honestly, I'm looking at season 1, and season 1's got a lot of good episodes. It really does. Yeah, it's one of the very last episodes of the season. It's
Where does it go from there?
What? The story?
I'm not familiar with that episode. So
It's
she's a mannequin too.
yeah.
oh,
She winds up being a mannequin. She stays. So when they can go out for a certain amount of time,
Like
and they have to come
after
back.
the store closes at night.
Yeah,
huh.
and she stays out obviously longer than everybody else does.
It's like
Okay.
the movie Mannequin. With Tim
Yeah.
Curry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Must have been the inspiration.
It's so
Yeah.
great because she's like,
Fuck, I love that.
she's like,
It's one
hey,
of Claire's
you know,
favorite films.
the- yeah, it's like, oh, the 9th floor. They were on the 9th. Well, ma'am, there's no 9th floor, and that's where all the other mannequins were.
Sounds cool.
It's awesome. It's
That's a
fantastic.
good episode.
It's a great episode.
Wow.
And it's still season 1. So yeah.
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 Anything with mannequins in, it's just lovely and creepy, isn't it? I love it.
Yeah, no, yeah, mannequins are. I hate puppets and marionettes. They can suck my dick. I hate them.
I think they're awesome.
No, like I used to fucking.
I love anything with hop.
We've got a place not far from here we've just found it.
Does
It's
anybody remember the furniture store Marlowe?
Photo shoots, but it costs like 250 quid for the day to go and shoot there. But I mean, there's thousands of mannequins
in rows, looking like
Marlowe's furniture.
It's crazy.
This is what terrified me. Marlowe Furniture down in the city where I am. I think it was Fairfax. They used to have these automated puppets that would like just be around the furniture they were trying to sell. Nothing to do with the fucking store. Their commercials didn't have puppets. Nothing. I get in there and my parents are like, oh, we're gonna walk around the store. We're gonna buy furniture. I'm like, the fuck we are. Do you see how freaky those fuckers are?
There's something incredibly special about creepy animatronics. The fucking old ones. There's something really lovely about
Dude, it was like Five Nights at Freddy before fucking Five Nights at Freddy was even out.
Perfect.
That shit was creepy. And my mom and dad were like,
shit.
oh, we're gonna walk around the store for 4 hours. I'm like, the fuck I am. I'm going to sit in the car. This is
I'll
fucking
be there.
weird.
I'll be so fucking that.
Back in the days when you could leave your kids in the car.
True. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, I am terrified of this fucking store. And it was just so weird. So Ryan's not going to join us. He overdid it at dinner.
Yeah,
my voice again. God damn it, Ryan. We'll get better, you asshole, because next week you got to be better.
No, it didn't sound very well last night, did it?
Love you, Ryan.
Yeah. Next week's going to be fucking amazing. Not to mention
how's the rest of his family? Are they all right?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, no. It started with one of his kids getting COVID, and then
everybody got. I did a test.
I think
today.
everybody did.
Everybody got. I did a test today because I thought I was getting it because I drank a Monster this morning. I couldn't fucking taste it. I was like, okay, but I ran the test. I was negative. I don't give a fuck.
That stuff's so bad for you.
I drink Monster Ultra, no sugar. I mean, but yeah, because I'm sure it's still bad.
Whoa. You know what no sugar means, don't you?
Yeah, there's just other shit in there that can kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bunch of other shit in it.
All right, fuck you both. Okay, shut up. Let's move along.
Aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame, which apparently is worse than fucking sugar anyway. So,
yeah, I'm allergic to that ingredient. That's why I can't drink.
So is my mother-in-law.
Now I'm fully aspartame allergic, but I thought it was banned in America. Aspartame in most things.
Oh god damn, no. It's
nothing is banned in America.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I mean,
it's bad here. Fucking, it's in every drink.
Nothing's.
You
can get Uzis if you want. Anybody else got anything to add to After Hours? I mean, I think I'm the only one that saw it.
Need to watch it.
Watch it. If you watch any of the episodes, like I said, write these fuckers down because they are really good episodes.
Yeah.
Clint, back to you, man.
Yeah. Are we still doing season 1? Because I did choose a second one.
You can go wherever, but the couple that I have are in season 1, but you can go wherever.
Okay. Season 1. I'm gonna say Execution.
Execution was fantastic.
The general idea was it's an Old West story in the beginning, and there is a criminal type who's getting ready to be hanged.
Joe Caswell.
Yeah, and at the moment that he's being dropped, he disappears.
Yeah, he vanishes.
And ends up in a scientist's lab or office or whatever it is. Hold on. And it turns out that it was a time machine experiment.
Yep.
Where he was drawn out of his time into the present time. And there's an argument between him and the scientist. He ends up killing the scientist. Then a thief comes into the office to essentially try to break into a safe that's in there. There's a struggle. He overpowers the old West criminal type person, and ends up getting zipped back to his time and ends up in the noose himself. So that was intended for the original character. So he basically dies and in that man's place, and the people watching are sitting there questioning what just happened.
Are you ready to go?
It's fucking awesome.
It's a weird
episode, but man, it's good. Like everything, it's so ironic. Like he goes back in time, kills the scientist, then it just some thief comes in, and then he goes back, he gets hung, and the asshole that was originally supposed to get hung lives on. It's like fuck. Goes to the 20th century,
but in modern times.
But 20th century, like, well, this dude has no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm judging by everyone's expression. I think me and Clint are the only ones that have seen it.
I don't remember that one.
Not seen it, no.
See, again, that's the thing with the Twilight Zone is there's episodes that just they fly by just because they're not as good as the staple episodes. Still good, still worth the watch. It's called Execution.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Now.
And also, when I watched them as a kid on TV, I don't think they showed them in order.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, my God.
They didn't.
No.
When they
That's what fucks everything up.
It was just random episodes.
Yeah. And they still do that. Like, I don't know. I guess they got a thing with sci-fi or something, but apparently they still come on at like 6:30 in the morning on Monday through Friday.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sometimes.
well, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Even when they do it on New Year's Day, I don't think they're in order. They just
No, they're not.
Episodes.
They're not. It's better just to go on like Pluto, YouTube, Netflix. If you know the episode, if you know what you're looking for, just search it on YouTube. You know, like the William Shatner episode or whatever. What are you doing? Okay.
It was like that on that channel I found to watch them all. It was they weren't in any order. It was just like random episodes.
Yeah. And a lot of people remember doing them that way is, you know, just kind of putting them on and being like, hey, I'm going to watch these 5 episodes. None of them are in order, no chronological order or anything. But yeah, I mean, Execution is fantastic. You get a chance to watch it, watch it. Now I'm going to give you one that I hope
like this candle.
I can go either way with this one. I'm going to go with Walking Distance. This fucking episode's great. So apparently, what happens, the guy that's in this, he's like, I fucking hate my life. I'm just going to go away. I'm just going to get out of town. Winds up actually going back to his hometown, but nothing's changed at all. It's like he just left yesterday. But the funny thing about it is his parents are there. All of his kid friends are there, and even he's there when he was younger. So not only does he go back to his hometown, his kid form's actually there. So he's like, hey, his name's Martin Sloan in the episode. He's like, you know, Marty, and he keeps running away like he doesn't want to talk to him or whatever. He goes to his house. His parents are there. Knocks on the door. He's like, I'm your son, guys. He's like, you're a lunatic. You're a lunatic. He's like, I got identification and everything, and nobody wants to look at anything to just think he's crazy. So it all starts with him. It's called Homewood, and he walks there. It's like a mile, and I want to make sure I reiterate this because they do it in the episode. At least for 1 minute straight, they make sure that they tell you it's 1.5 miles. They want you to understand that this is not a very long distance. It's within walking distance. They tell you 5 fucking times. Oh, it's 1.5 miles. It's walking distance. Hey, isn't that walking distance, 1.5 miles? Hey, just to let you know, 1.5 miles walking. Motherfuckers, we know. There's a fucking sign right there. There's a fucking sign. It's right fucking there. It's 1.5 miles. We're good. We're golden. I got it. So he walks there, and it starts where he walks into an ice cream parlor. He's like, hey, you know, when old man Wilson was here, you know, he used to fall asleep in his chair in the office, and, you know, 3 scoops was like a dime. It was like 10 cents. And he was like, yeah, I'll take 3 scoops. And the guy's like, you know, that'll be 10 cents. He's like, man, you're gonna lose your shirt over that. You know, where's inflation at? And then that's when he starts thinking, and he starts going through the town, and the merry-go-round that he used to ride is still pristine. But what's really funny is a little bit later on in the episode when he's chasing the kid version of himself around this merry-go-round, and he actually falls off the merry-go-round. the kid version does, and his foot gets caught underneath the merry-go-round. Well, when that happens, he falls down because it happened to him. So now that the kid version of him has an injury, in the adult version, now he has a limp with that leg. So it was like, okay, so now you caused yourself to have a limp because you were chasing yourself, trying to talk to yourself. And then his dad, like his actual dad, comes in and sits down. He's like, look, I don't know how this is possible. I looked at your ID. You are who you say you are. Your license doesn't expire until 1960. That's 25 years from now. You know, and the dollar bills that he has, the date, you know, they haven't been printed yet. And then it's funny because then when he goes back to his own time, now he's a miserable fuck. Now he's like, yeah, I didn't have a good childhood. And because he was chasing himself the whole time and he gets hurt by himself. It's just so fucking ironic. Again, these episodes just have so much irony to them at the end. Yeah. And it's funny. Yeah. So again, that's called Walking Distance. Sorry, I'm going to go crazy with that episode, but it's one of my favorite episodes. So Clint, did you get to check that one out?
That one sounds familiar. I don't think I watched it recently, but I think I might remember it from when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's one of the more popular ones.
Reruns. Yeah, that one
sounds. That's showing a lot that really
episode. Yeah. Bacon's.
I think a long time ago I've seen that one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure a long time ago, but I couldn't remember at the moment.
Definitely going, Nicole.
It definitely sounds familiar. When you were just describing it, it reminded me a lot of like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you go back in time and you step on a bug and, you know, you're never born. Yep. You know, like that. I love that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like messing with the continuation of the timeline.
Yeah.
It's funny that Nicole says that because now I think of the episode Treehouse of Horror with the Simpsons where Homer has the toaster and he goes back in time and he beats the shit out of everything at the last one. He gets a club, he punches a giant mosquito in the face, and all you see is the house shifting. It's fucking
Yep. Everybody's a robot or something.
Everybody's a robot, and then it starts raining donuts.
Marge's like, the very last scene, it like, I'm back and everything's back to normal, and they've all got like snake tongues.
Yeah, snake tongues.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
There's actually a lot of Simpsons episodes that are taken that are parodies of the Twilight Zone.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, there's
a lot of Treehouse of Horrors are, but that one's Nicole saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking that I fucking love it because
I've just redone them again recently.
They live in a mansion, and all of a sudden it starts raining. Like, what does he say? He sasays, "Oh, can you pass me a donut? What are donuts?" And he freaks out and runs in the basement. But then it starts raining, and it's raining donuts. Marge is like, "It's raining again." Like, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Simpsons took a lot of these episodes and made parodies of them. In fact, one of the episodes that we'll mention at some point got a really good parody. Bacon's.
See, I'm not on the first or second. Are we all right with
anywhere? Okay, it's all right. Just go where you want to go.
Because I've kind of been doing the newer ones the last few days. There's like been quite a few that stood out to me. There was one today. I can't remember what any of these are called because I'm not prepared.
Is it still this? Is it still this Twilight Zone, or is it like the Jordan Peele Twilight Zones?
No, I'm not sure about that.
Were they 50s or were they like in the 2000s?
2000s.
Okay. You're right.
If we need to come away from that, that's fine. But I've literally like watched so many different ones. Oh, hang on. There's some early 90s, late 80s ones actually that I've watched recently.
Yep.
I'm old.
Me too.
My brain's not working.
Go wherever.
There were some of them. They're all kind of cautionary tales. The later ones, I find. you know, as you said, like the twist endings in the earlier ones, that drop ending it with the twist, they're all kind of not so twisty later on. They're all like, the newer ones are very cautionary tales. Like there was one today that was like, I guarantee you that it must, do you know what? Thinking about it, it must be a Jordan Peele one. Has to be. And there was a guy that was, he was driving one night and it was raining and some guy starts banging on his window. And he won't let him in the car. The guy gets killed. Turns out the next morning he wakes up and he's got bruises and he's battered and he doesn't understand what happened because he drove away from the guy. Turns out the guy was black and he starts to turn black over like 3 days. And then he goes to see the window and it's crazy.
This was the prequel to Blazing Saddles. Okay, just making sure we're... All right, he's turning black. All right, cool.
But it was like, it was done in like really bad, tasteful blackface as well.
That was good.
It was really bad taste blackface, but it was like, the whole premise was like, whenever it came out, it wouldn't come out now. It would not have been an episode now.
Of course. Yeah. I'm going to look that. Let me look.
Because of the way they did it, it was kind of, we would find it, well, the snowflakes and the entire world would go, no, you can't show that now.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, they like used a white guy and it was really fucking weird.
I bet.
Because they like blacked him up and it was like weird as fuck.
Let's see. That almost sounds like a redone version of The Hitchhiker is what that sounds like. Because there was oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. It's called Shades of Guilt. That was
that's it.
Yeah. That's it, yeah, because he drove off and left him to get beaten up. That's right.
Yep. A black man begs Matt McGreevy for a ride in his car since he's being pursued by someone.
Yeah.
But Matt refuses and drives on and sees him being attacked by a gang behind him. That night, Matt suffers several wounds he can't explain to his wife, and the next morning appears to have gained a tan overnight and learns.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's blackface. It's like that.
Yeah, it says right here, maybe too late.
It's terrible. It's really, and it's
continues to darken
weird.
until he's mistaken for a mixed, then an African American man. Then he looks exactly
and all
like
of a sudden,
the victim.
like 7 minutes before the end, he gains an afro.
Well, it turns into
the guy.
Yes, and even says he looks exactly like the victim. That's cool.
Well, it's first going in the transition, they literally just put more fake tan on him. It's bizarre.
That is bizarre. That is very bizarre. And you know what? It's still Rod Serling. He was the writer of that episode. And I know a lot of the later.
Well, I'm there somewhere, ones, but I'm not switched on this week.
A lot of the later ones. I think it was Forrest Whitaker who.
It was all yeah. I watched the narrated Forrest Whitaker over the last 2 days quite a bit.
Yeah, and I don't think there was any bad iteration of Twilight Zone. Like I don't think there was ever a bad like rendition of it. I mean, obviously, it like you just said, that episode that would never have flown today. That shit,
not now, but at the time, you can kind of see what it wasn't inflammatory against anybody. If anything, it was opposite. It was a cautionary tale.
Well, not to mention, like you said, it's irony and it's cautionary. It's like okay. Now he didn't stop and save the guy.
He wouldn't have done it that way. Now it would have been done so.
He didn't stop and save that guy. So now he's paying the price. Yep. And now, so I mean, it's again, the snowflakes and be like, we can't do this. But at the same time, it's like, don't take it. It's a fucking show, guys. Come on. It's a sci-fi show.
It was more of a cautionary tale, as I say. It was like, you need to look at everybody the same. And he did essentially. The premise was he drove off because he'd seen a black guy banging on his fucking window in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Like a moral lesson, like always put yourself in somebody else's shoes.
Moral story.
Well, I will tell you, and this goes back to what Clint said in the beginning. Rod Serling was a fucking genius. The dude knew how to write. The dude knew how to direct, and he knew how to put even if it was a small inkling, he knew how to put some moral fiber in. These episodes, and to have that with
put an issue forward. There's quite a lot of it I noticed in those later ones. I said they're very they all have a lesson in a kind of way that we look at things now about being better.
Yeah, Yeah, and I mean, again, 1959, when all the shit was going down, and you could still have these messages. Kudos to you, Rod Serling, R.I.P. I mean, again, it's just it just pushed boundaries. I mean, a lot of people just see it as it's a sci-fi show about all these fucking people that do and go through these things. It's like, yeah, but let's look at the whole thing. Let's look at the whole aspect of it. Just like the one I talked about, Walking Distance. The guys at the end's like, hey, enjoy your childhood while you can because it doesn't last forever. That's the message. Like, hey, enjoy it while you can because when you hit my age at whatever age you was, 30, 40, you're fucking miserable.
God, I wish.
You got to adult, you got to do this shit, you got to do that. Enjoy it while you can. That was the message. Eye of the beholder. Hey, don't try to change anything. Don't, deal with the cards that you've been dealt is basically what it is. Don't get plastic surgery. Don't do this shit. You're fine like you are. That was the message there.
I kind of get a different message from it in a different way.
All right.
It's like the message to me in Eye of the Beholder is like exactly what it says on the tin. Eye of the Beholder. Like in that reality, she's ugly.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's the old saying.
Yeah, and it's the whole point of it. It's like everything looks different from somebody else's eyes, and in that sort of reality, she was the ugly one. See it that way.
Like 99% of people. Well, now let's say 47% of people think that Mike is not attractive. I am one of the people that thinks he is hot as shit.
Mike's beautiful.
No, and that's just me being whatever. I'm just fucking around. Just saying. I think he's beautiful. Now, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So
yeah, I think that's a lesson from that.
What someone else thinks of Mike, and Mike, I know I'm picking on you. I'm just saying that's the message is someone else may think they're not the most beautiful thing, but somebody else might think differently. There's your message right there.
Very true.
Again, Rod Serling just a fucking genius. I mean, and for
again with the hard
this was
topics,
1950 fucking 9. This was like
hard topics in that time.
I mean, this was way ahead of its time. This was.
Then that was in the middle of like Martin Luther King, and all the racial tension in the South, and
so it's like to be able to still go through with all this and have these episodes come out, man, fucking brilliant. Anyway, I didn't mean to go way off course, but just wanted to bring it up. Clint, you raised your eyebrows. I'm sorry.
What?
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just listening.
He's like, why are you talking that way about Mike? Mike is a beautiful fuck. There's no doubt about it. Anybody that has said anything otherwise, anything that says otherwise, fuck you guys. Nicole.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I got nothing else until we get into the movie.
What?
I don't remember. I was like 5 watching them with my dad. I can't.
But you're only 30. So how are you? That was only.
I'm only 30.
That was only 25 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
It
was 45 years ago, dear.
Hey, you know what? I can't. I'm not going to argue with you because I again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. 25 years ago. Shut up, Mike. Stop cheating and looking at your phone. What do you got?
Because I know what episodes I want. I just don't know what they are. Which is the one? I don't think it's season 1 with Billy Mooney.
Oh,
I think that's the one that they based the movie off of. When he's the kid, that if you basically weren't fucking happy, you like fucking.
Oh fuck!
Hold on. God damn it! It's a good life. It's a good life.
It's a good life.
That's the one that gets. That's the one that gets parodied by everything. In case you guys don't know that one, that is part of the description that I had. Don't think bad thoughts. So this kid that's in this town, he has completely run amok, and it's season 3, episode 8. He doesn't like when people think bad thoughts, especially when they're about him. So he gets it going where, hey, let's have this movie night. Well, I don't want to watch that. Oh, well, we can watch what you want to watch. Everybody just walks on eggshells. Well, this one dude is like, fuck this kid. This kid can suck my ass. And, he's like, you're thinking bad thoughts. I don't like bad thoughts. And his parents are like, don't do it.
Take it easy with the bad thoughts. Don't
do it, Anthony. Anthony, don't do it. Don't. And all of a sudden, this guy he's like, I'm sending him to the cornfield. That's his thing. He's like, I'm sending him to the cornfield. And this guy and you hear the noise, it just goes, bloop, and the dude's gone. Well,
they should have put Dr. Zachary in that episode with him. Hell of it.
Right. So there's another dude, Dan. Dan tries to attack this kid, and things don't end well for Dan. He gets turned into a Jack in the Box.
Yes.
And it's kind of like the shot of it. It's pretty fucking terrifying. For 1959, 1960, it's pretty fucking terrifying. Actually, this was 61. It was pretty terrifying. Again, this is one of the episodes that has been parodied by the Simpsons. They've done it. In fact, I think it was it may have even been the same title in the Simpsons. It's a Good Life. It might have been. But what a great episode. And it's I don't even know. It's Cloris Leachman's in it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And it's I don't know if anybody would remember it. I'm good with faces. But the guy that was in Dirty Harry, the other officer when he's in the very beginning in the mayor's office, that's the guy that plays the dad, Mr. Fremont. I think his name's John Larch, I think it is. Yeah, John Larch. In fact, he's in it's funny. He's in one of the episodes that I'll bring up at some point.
Larch.
Yeah, John Larch. Great fucking episode. I mean, that's yeah. I know I keep saying top 10. I don't know how many. I think I have or top 5. I think I have top 80. Because all these episodes we mentioned are fucking great. Yeah. Clint, I know you've seen that one. You had to have. You're stupid. Shut up.
That's probably one of the most played episodes ever.
It is, and it's if you haven't seen the episode, you know of the references because I know you've seen it probably somewhere else. The kid turning somebody into a jack in the box.
I know the episode, and I've seen similar things like it. And it's like Mike said, they kind of borrowed that one for the movie.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
But Billy Mooney him too. He's in a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Mooney. He's in
a couple
other
episodes
too. But he played such a good part as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking. Yeah.
That
kid, he was depicted as a total dickhead.
The mother, Cloris Leachman is playing the piano, and it's like happy time, and the guy talks, and he's like, "There's no talking during piano time.
Don't talk."
Even I shut up when that happened. I was like,
Brian's like, "Fuck!" God damn it! This is terrifying. But yeah, the dude Dan when he goes to attack him, he gets turned into a jack in the box. Like, fuck! What the fuck just happened? Holy shit! They were talking about sending people to the cornfield. This asshole got turned into a jack in the box.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, no cornfield for you, asshole.
Fuck you, cornfield. You're getting turned into a jack in the box, bitch. Great episode. Again, that one, if you haven't seen it, it's called It's a Good Life. Fantastic episode, season 3. Clint, what do you got?
I'm gonna go to season 2 because I basically selected 2 for each season.
Yeah, go.
I'm gonna go with A Nervous Man in a $4 Room.
Damn it.
Because
Jackie Rhodes. What a great episode.
That one is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
You got a neurotic guy basically in a hotel room.
Yep.
Cheap ass hotel room. It's not even a good one.
$4 a night. $4 a night, baby.
Yeah. And he gets visited by somebody, almost like a mobster. Basically hands him a gun, tells him he's got to take care of some guy, in a business for non-payment of protection money, and he leaves, and he's sitting there struggling with the fact that he has to do this, and he's trying to convince himself that he needs to do it. And suddenly he looks into the mirror and his reflection has changed. His reflection is, a more confident version of himself.
Alter ego.
Right. And, he kind of just pulls rank and he's like, this is the way it's going to be now. It's like, you no more of this bullshit, of you second guessing everything, none of this allowing people to take advantage of you. We're going to change everything right now. Mm-hmm. And they just have kind of this clash. And then at one point, he basically transforms into that guy in the mirror. They change places.
Yep.
So his neurotic form ends up inside the glass. And by the end of it, I guess the mobster guy comes back. He bitch slaps him a little bit, throws him out, throws the gun at him.
Does he bitch smack him?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, just make sure.
He punches him or something.
Okay.
And throws him out. Which is weird. Why would you throw the gun after the guy you just punched in the face? But whatever, that doesn't matter. So he basically became the confident version of himself that was in the mirror, and there's one more conversation where he's looking at his neurotic self. He turns to leave the room, and when he looks back, all he sees is his confident self.
Yep.
And that's where it ends.
It's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking good. Like, if you can follow what Clint just said, that's exactly what it is.
Pretty clear.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's fantastic. Like, it's a good episode. And it's funny because the people that are in the episode see him as that alter ego. Like, they don't see the guy as, like you said, the neurotic, nervous version of him. It's like they see basically it's basically a mob boss. And he keeps having conversations with his alter ego in the fucking mirror. Like, he has to keep reassuring himself that, okay, this is who I am. And then, like you said, at the end of it all, he's stuck in the mirror. The real version of him is stuck in the mirror. I love it. I love that episode. Yeah. I thought it's a great episode. Yeah. And Joe Mantle, the guy that plays Jackie Roach, does a great job. Clicking on and off. It's fucking fantastic. If nobody's seen the episode, going once, going twice.
I have.
Okay, go. Again, Nervous Man in a $4 room is what that's called. Go ahead, Mike.
Back to me already?
You said you've seen this episode. I want you to talk about it.
Oh, I agree. It's shit I can relate to.
I was about to say, I was like, well, the gangster shit.
Yeah, that could have been my uncle. But no, it's like Clint said, it's weird because you can see it gradually. And at the end, you see like the guy in the mirror actually won and took over. Like, that's who he became.
That's fun, dude. You just had the quote of the night. That could have been my uncle.
Everybody has an uncle like that.
Yeah,
I had a few.
Yeah, everybody. I'm like, oh shit.
Uncle
my uncle did that shit. Yeah, no, definitely great episode, and it was probably my uncle too. Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. That's that's a good one. Okay, now, you know what? What time was it? Oh, it just hit 9:00. Yep, rules are off. No more season 1. Now we can go wherever we want to go, even though we've already been doing that. Let's see. I'm gonna go with probably. Yeah, this might be my number 1 episode. I'm not sure. Fuck. There's a episode in season 2 called The Invaders. Probably, if it's not my number 1, it's like my number 1B. Actually, yeah. Agnes Moorehead's in it. It's kind of funny that Nicole mentioned it earlier with the whole Planet of the Apes thing. This is kind of like synonymous with that too, because she's basically it's a woman that's in like a rural home, and she discovers like a UFO up in her attic, and it's these little teeny tiny aliens, and they just keep walking after her, and she's like, man, fuck this noise, I'm gonna kill that little bastard. And she keeps trying to kill it, keeps getting up. Then come to find out, she's the alien. They're supposed to be there. They're the minority. They're the population. So she's the alien. She winds up going up the attic and just taking this little hatch and just, beating the fuck out of this UFO. I think she winds up beating the shit out of the little alien. He looks like a little robot. He looks like the robot from Lost in Space is what he looks like. But god damn it. It's, and I think she says like 3 words out of the entire episode. It's so tension driven. It's great. And that's season 2, episode 15, called The Invaders. Wow. Judging by all y'all's faces, nobody's seen this one.
No.
Where's your Adam?
Done.
It's fantastic.
Definitely enjoyed them.
Definitely one of my favorite episodes. And again, if you check it out, season 2, episode 15, called The Invaders, check it out, because man, it's one of those under the radar ones. Like we said, there's the famous ones with William Shatner, Charles Bronson, yada yada yada. Nice.
I remember this episode.
I remember Clint showing his ass crack like he just did. That was great.
Oh, fuck, I missed that.
Yeah, you did.
That's when she.
Don't worry, I'll send you the video of this. Don't worry, I'll send you the MP4.
I don't want to see what YouTube been up to. Thanks.
That's when she opens the door and it's the little robot there, right?
Yes, that's it. Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That is a good episode.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Bacon's. What do you got?
I'm still in the newer ones, really. Have you
God
got one?
damn it, give me an old one. Nobody gives a fuck.
I can't remember any of the old ones at the minute.
That's it. What we've been watching is just like a channel that's had loads of episodes on. There was in no order or anything. There was just random episodes.
It's like the 2000, like you said, 2000 what, like 2, 3, that version, right?
Yeah, I think we did some 90s ones as well.
We saw Button.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. So I knew what was going to happen, but it was still good. I really enjoyed it. It was cool.
Yeah, that's.
But she was offered $200,000 to press this button, but someone's going to die who she doesn't know.
Oh yeah, that was what's her face? Fucking hell, what's her name?
Marty McFly's mum.
Marty McFly's mum. What's her fucking name?
That's
that was the box, wasn't it?
What's that?
What?
The movie, The Box, with James Marsden and
I think that was in. Yes, that was 2009. I think. Yeah, it was.
I want to say
Cameron Diaz, wasn't it?
Cameron Diaz. That's it.
No, I don't know that one.
Yeah, it's it's Cameron Diaz, and I think it's James Marsden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the guy from The Usual Suspects.
Yes,
yeah. Shit. Frank Langella or Langella, however you say his name. Yeah. It's an iteration of that episode. Yeah.
Okay.
What's that called? Is it The Box?
Yeah, it's called The Box.
So I didn't mean to throw you off track.
No, definitely, because that is what that's what that movie's based on. 100% is that episode.
As I said earlier, there's so many episodes that spawned movies.
Oh yeah. Even if it's just premise alone, no title, nothing, just premise. Yeah, it's like, didn't I see this on a Twilight Zone? That's a good that's a good ass episode too, and that was the 85-86 season. Think.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a good one.
Yeah, again, it was like a cautionary tale because once she accepted the money and pressed the button, she was basically told, enjoy that money because I'm now going to give this box to somebody else.
Yeah,
and someone's going to die.
Because the
And
victim
she sort of realized, I even did a clip moment. I was like, oh, shit.
Yep. Like, don't press that goddamn button.
Yeah.
Don't do it. No, that's a great episode. I actually like that one. That's one of the few newer ones that I liked.
Was there a movie like that called The Box?
Damn it, Clint. Yeah.
Yeah, it was called The Box.
You had to walk
Diaz.
away. I just talked about
You
it.
know what?
I'm sorry. I walked
Show
away.
us your ass
Shut up. You're
crack, and
muted.
then we
You're
talk about
fucking- yeah,
something you
fucking
don't know
muted.
While
about.
you were wandering about with your ass crack hanging out.
hanging in the
Oh,
living room with your ass
and I've
crack
said
hanging out.
several times.
You leave, your ass crack. You bent down. Your ass crack was hanging out.
What
And
the fuck
then
are you talking about?
I'm
It
gonna
is a
rewind this
fish.
shit.
We all saw it.
We all saw it. It's okay.
You say so.
I know so, bitch. I saw it. And then you come back in and you're like, hey, isn't there a movie that's called that?
First the shirtless pictures, now the ass
All right.
crack.
I've put firmly up there for my alone time. Or for my gentleman's time.
Don't worry about your little
I'm telling you, their camera's going to go out before it's all said and done. It's going to get disabled. It's going to happen. First of all, there is absolutely nothing wrong with your ass crack, Clint. I love your booty. So yeah, you're good. Yes.
Clint's
The
got
Box-
Bunch of great
booty.
greeting cards.
Yep.
Bouquet.
Yes, The Box was the name of that movie. Cameron Diaz, James Marsden.
Yep.
Have you seen it?
Not the whole thing.
Is it any good?
I have it on DVD somewhere.
Frank Langella was great, but
Oh,
I wanna
amazing!
say
I
I
didn't
was-
watch it.
I was
kinda
kind of
boring.
surprised, but I'm not. I'm not.
a little
That
boring.
dude owns more random DVDs than I do.
So Clint's answer to that was like one of my usual answers. One of like, don't know.
But you know what?
What's
It
mine?
was
well.
better than Halloween Ends.
I think it was one of
Oh,
those
Lord.
things where I ended up with it buying a whole bunch of bullshit that was getting cleared out of a Blockbuster years ago. So
It's all right.
think
Hey, you
that's
know
why
what?
it's
I
here.
do.
Sometimes that shit's under the radar, and it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Great episode. Button. Nicole.
Yes.
Um,
Again, I got nothing until we
dude.
talk about the movie.
do the movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, do it.
I have a lot to say about it.
Is it the whole movie or just one segment? Because I know the whole John Landis thing with that is.
I mean, however you
fucking
want to do
crazy.
it. I mean, if you want to do it segment by segment, we can.
Do it segment by segment. That way it'll last longer.
Word
Are you
for word.
running? No, if everybody's running out of ideas, I will be the centerpiece, and y'all can say, "Have you seen it?" And I know we're going to last for.
I got a bunch to go over.
25 minutes because nobody's going to see the ones I've seen. So yes, Nicole, segment by segment.
Okay. My favorite segment is, and as soon as you guys started talking about the episode, just talked about it. What was it? Shadow of Guilt or something of Guilt?
Yeah, with the black dude.
Right.
Yep.
It was totally the Vic Morrow episode or segment. I've been in love with Vic Morrow since Blackboard Jungle, like since he was a teenager. I remember watching it when I was very young with my dad, and I loved this segment because it was just like that. You know, he's angry, he's racist, he's just a total ignorant bigot, and then he gets to literally be put in someone else's shoes and see what it's like from their end. He goes back to Nazi Germany, he goes back to the South with the KKK, he goes to Vietnam, and unfortunately, as I'm sure everybody knows, he got killed making that in that helicopter crash.
Crazy.
I
Absolutely
cried.
crazy.
Oh God, that broke my heart because I just loved him so much. He
It
was
was crazy. They showed the behind the scenes on that, and I mean, yeah, I couldn't believe that it happened.
yeah.
Two, I couldn't believe that they showed it happening. Like, holy shit, somebody just got fucking demolished by a helicopter.
Yep.
And I think it was on. I think it was on the cursed movie thing that was on Shudder. I think Twilight Zone was on that.
Yeah, it was
they were talking about that. And John Landis, I mean,
that
that guy's going to take that to the fucking grave. I mean, he's even said, he's like, I don't know what happened. It wasn't supposed to happen, and he felt so bad for everything that happened. It was like, dude, I mean, something like that, I would have never even tried to do it. I mean, it was, I wouldn't even have put people in that situation. I mean, if you knew it was dangerous, why would you even do it?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that segment, as sad as that story is, it was fucking amazing either way.
Yeah. And like you said, like it wasn't horror like
No.
some of the other ones were. It was just it was a moral lesson, and it was just sad, at the end when he's on that train, like going to like, what was it, the concentration camps, and it was heartbreaking. And I think he was just so underrated as an actor.
Absolutely.
Vic Morrow was just incredible.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I don't want to cry.
I know.
I don't want to be depressed. Next segment, because the next segment's pretty amazing too.
Are we going to somebody else, or am I doing?
No, go.
Oh,
Mike, do you want her to go? Do you want her to do segment by segment, or do you want to?
We can keep going around if you want.
Yeah, let's keep going. That way
I can talk for hours about this.
Do a segment on every turn.
All right, Mike.
There you go. Do your episode, Mike.
All right. I'm just figuring out the name of this now. The Silence. This is. I remember this one for years because basically a bunch of rich dudes. One dude bets another rich dude, I guess, $1 million that he can't go a year without talking.
Yep.
And the guy takes the bet, and it come find out that it's a year later. He comes back and says, "Fuck you, I won." And the other dude says, "Well, too bad. I'm basically bankrupt now. I don't have any money." But then they find out that the dude, in order to win and sure he didn't talk, he had his vocal cords cut out. So it's just an all-around fucked up episode.
Fucking hell.
That is
how fucked up when people with money fucking do shit.
Yeah, and he
lives hysterical.
And don't leave out the don't leave out the worst part. This guy lives in a glass enclosure in a basement.
Oh yeah, so he could be watched at every day.
Yeah. So not only can he not talk, he can't leave this fucking enclosure.
Yeah, this is like how he lived. Just
I can tell you,
I guess
I'm with Mike on this. This is a fucked up episode.
Yeah,
wow. It's fucking crazy. It's nuts. It really.
What's that one called?
It's called The Silence. Episode 2, or I'm sorry, season 2, episode 25.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's as deep and as real as it sounds. Like, yeah, he cuts his vocal cords so he can't talk, and he lives in a glass enclosure for a year fucking straight.
And he went there that day all ready to collect, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm broke. I have no money.
I'm broke. I can't give you shit." So he did all of it for nothing. Nothing.
I'd have voted him into next week. That's what I'd have done.
I would have killed that. I would have ripped that dude's fucking throat out. I would have did.
That's but for $1 million, would you do it?
I'd have kicked him in his twig and berries. That's a fact.
I would have bit his balls off. That's what I would have did. Bit his nuts off.
There's a lot of people I'd give $1 million to shut up for a fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
God, please, fucking me, please. I'll turn this mic off so fucking fast. Please, God, give me.
I'll shut up for a year for 15 quid.
I couldn't be quiet for 15 seconds.
I couldn't be quiet for 2 seconds either.
No.
What was the thing? What were we talking about?
No idea.
The thing that was in the group with the manner where you got to sign a waiver and there's like 93 stipulations.
Oh, yeah.
Cuss. I would owe those people money.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt.
Like,
You know what? It is really bad and stuff. Back to that from earlier. I had a bit of a rant earlier. It's just because it's Halloween, so like
with Russell.
Yeah. Well, everyone's sharing stuff everywhere and going, it's this, it's that, and it's the other, and it kind of was, but it's been like 12 years since it's been that. It's different again now, and it's like, obviously with the world we're in, as we've just said, he can't do what he used to do. It's not full tours, and it's like, honestly, I've had a barrage of like stuff on my timeline the last 3 days going, it's this, it's that, it's the other, and it's like, if you actually look, literally those stuff that came out about him just ruined it completely, and now it's fully wavered. It's like he takes one person, it's fully medically done, you have to sign everything, there's no payment involved in either side because obviously that's not legal and stuff. I mean, I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't fucking do it. We've all seen what he does. I couldn't do it. I mean, he's a real nice guy though, that's my issue. He's a proper nice dude.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah. He is, and he gets such a bad rap because of what people see on people's media and what gets seen on media. That's what it is. I can relate to that.
Welcome to the real world, my love. That's exactly how that fucking works. Everything.
And it's awful because of all these programs. And yes, it was too far, but it's also well, it was done with people's consent and still is. But like obviously, it was shut down from that. But it's like now, still these stories 12 years later are going around and everyone thinks it's... I mean, there's one place which is his original. There's no franchise, nothing anymore. He works at fucking Walmart, does Russ. I'm fucking not kidding you.
He's the guy that sets up their Halloween section.
Literally, fucking that's what I mean. It's like, it's the difference between real people and media, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You're right. Damn. I'm glad you brought up the silence, brother, because I didn't know if anybody would. And I'm glad you did. So damn right.
That's fucked up. I feel like I should watch that episode.
Dude, that episode is fucking amazing.
It's not one of those scary episodes.
No.
It's not like it's just a fucked up
It's
episode.
fucked up.
Like,
that's exactly what it is. It's fucked up. It's awesome.
Some gift of the Magi shit just cranked up to 11.
11, exactly. It is hardcore as fuck. It's cool. It's cool. It's a good episode. All right. I'm gonna say right now we're an hour and 26 minutes in, and I'm disappointed because no one has brought up a William Shatner episode. If there was anybody that's ever been in more episodes than William Shatner, guess what? That's not possible because he was in the most.
I figure everybody knows there's something on the wing.
There's one that people might not know about.
When he's the wish machine.
Yes. In the nick of time.
When he's in the diner and there's like
if I know I'm usually not that impressive when it comes to these hangouts. This one I will wreck anybody. I own the Twilight Zone. This is my shit. This is my jam.
Like I said, I know so many episodes, but they're all lobbed into like my childhood.
Right.
I don't know the names of the episodes or what season they were in.
I got you. Clint, what do you got?
Well, there was a lot of episodes, weren't there? What did you say? There was 35 in each season.
Just about.
That's a lot of episodes.
I'll give you a quick count real quick. Won't take me long.
156 episodes.
Yep. Season 1 has 36. Season 2 has I guess 29, which again in seasons this is crazy. 3 has 37. 4 only has 18, but that's because they were doing hour-long episodes instead of half-hour. And then season 5 has 36. So yeah, I mean that's a fucking lot in one. I can tell you out of any series that we talk about as far as like on TV, this is probably the most convoluted one. Because you think you see an episode in a season, and then it's like, oh, it's a completely different season. So, like Rich said, Eye of the Beholder. I thought that was season 1. I did, and then that wound up being fucking season what 2?
2.
and barely into it. It's the 6th episode in the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was later on. But yeah, Clint, what do you got, man?
There's an episode in season 2 called "A Thing About Machines."
Oh, damn, dude. You're getting it. You're getting it with season 2.
It's a guy who basically, I guess it opens up with him having a repair done to his television set,
Mm-hmm.
and the repairman like giving him some shit like don't abuse your machines and things like that. And he seems to be really paranoid about every like electric or electronic device in his home. He even kind of like gets attacked by his electric razor and shit like that. And like ultimately, like all the things in his home like try to kill him. So he goes to escape.
That's where the razor's coming down the stairs, right?
Yeah, the razor's coming down the steps. Yeah, and he's just trying to get the fuck away, and even gets basically run down by his car at one point, and he ends up into like a pool, and like he sinks to the bottom of this pool and he drowns.
Yeah,
and nobody can figure out why the hell he sank to the bottom of the pool. So it's like you're left to kind of like figure that out on your own. But I kind of think that maybe he was a machine also,
or he had a heart attack. Something. Nothing explains why he fucking sank to the bottom.
Yeah,
it's like that doesn't happen, people. That's.
I think he was like an android or something.
Yeah. That's a great one. And this guy has the greatest name ever. Bartlett Finchley. Tell me that's the name you want to name your kid.
I like that.
First, middle, whatever your last name is. Bartlett Finchley Bacon.
I like that.
Fuck. Tell me that does not have a phenomenal ring to it.
Why would you think he said Bartlett?
I thought he was just a strong kid or something. I don't know.
Bartlett Finchley. Rich looks fucking confused now. He's leaving.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Okay, I was like, he's fucking leaving. He's like,
over.
Yeah. Sounds like a British pilot.
It does.
Captain Bartlett Finchley at your service.
Oh, it's Bartlett Finchley Bacon here.
National Cancer Ginger.
Fucking love it. I love it. It's fucking fantastic. I mean, Bartlett Finchley. It sounds like somebody that goes and picks berries. Without a doubt. Great episode, dude. Honestly. And I will tell you, that's one of the under the radar ones. That's one people don't talk about a lot. Just because it's a weird premise, like you said. It's just bizarre. But like Mike said, though,
sometimes I like
coming
those
down the steps. That shit's scary. Like, you remember that shit. Like,
what's that one called again?
It's called A Thing About Machines.
Mm-hmm.
That is season 2, episode 4. So you're not that far into season 2. Okay. I'm gonna do it because now I've already said it. So I'm gonna break this wide open now. And this is season 1. I think season 1.
Season 4.
Season fuck.
Season 4.
Perfect.
Great season. Best season of them all.
Best fucking season there is.
I've watched it with you.
It's season 2. A Nick of Time. This, without a doubt, this is at least top 10. Without a doubt. This is William Shatner, pretty much at his finest. This was a pretty great episode. Basically, what happens? They, him and his, I think it's his fiance now. So he's like, he works for some kind of a firm or something, and he's waiting to hear news about, promotion. Hey, did I get it? Whatever. So they stop in this town, and they have these. You know what? That might not have been season 2. Now that I'm looking at this. Hold on. I want to make sure I didn't fuck this up. Because that might have been season 1. No? I don't see it in season 1. It's got to be season 2, though. Man in the bottle. Because the thing about machines is number 4. Make sure. I just want to make sure that way. Motherfucker, it's not. At least not on this list. Hold on. Okay, I might have fucked this up. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought I had it down.
You can put the buzzer. Come on.
Either way, it's A Nick of Time is what the episode is called. And once I find it, I'll let you know where it sits as far as season goes. So him and his fiance go to a restaurant, and they have these little fortune teller penny machines that are sitting in the booths with them. So it's got a little devil head on the top of it. So he starts going crazy with it. He starts putting in penny after penny after penny. Hey, are we going to it's something to do with their car, like their car breaks down or something. And he keeps putting them in. He's like, are we going to be gone by 3 o'clock? Are we going to be gone by 4 o'clock? And it just keeps going and going and going. Like he winds up just asking so many questions. Am I going to get this promotion? Am I going to do this? Are we going to get out of this town alive? He just keeps going. He winds up phoning in to his office. He winds up getting the promotion. But basically the machine has a hold of him now, so he can't just up and leave. Like now he has to keep asking question after question after question. And it winds up ending like that. Like you don't know if he ever left the town because he just kept asking question after question after question.
And you're right. Season 2, episode 7.
Is it season 2?
Bastard beat me to it.
Okay.
You're just fine, young lady.
Oh, you know what? You know what's really funny, dude? I'm literally looking at it on Google. It's the only episode missing from season 2. I shit you not. I shit you not. You know what? I have to do this.
What, on Google?
I have to do it. I'm going to do it right now.
That's where it is for me.
Hold on.
On Google.
Hold on. I'm going to show you. Look at this list. Look, episode 6, episode 8.
How about that? Yeah.
Hit the bed, Matt.
Thank you, Clint. I love you, brother. Thank you for doing that.
People shit on Wikipedia, but I used it for this.
Yeah, thank you. Because
they listed all of them.
You can clearly see it's not fucking there. Of all episodes, that's not there. It's that one.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Google, asshole. All right. Anyway, A Nick of Time is the name of that. It's a great episode. It's William Shatner being his William Shatner-iest.
Being his William Shatner.
He's fucking awesome. He's great in it. It's just a fun episode.
Being the most Shatner,
the most William. Shatner. Yeah, that's there he is. The most William Shatnerist. Great episode. Like I said, definitely my top 10. Anybody else seen it?
No.
Of course, no. Mike seen it. See, Mike, thank God. I mean, again, I like doing this with you guys. It's like being here, but I like when there's at least someone else that can chime in. Great episode, dude, right?
Good. Simple episode. Good. You can just see he like people with anything. It shows how like he became obsessed with it.
Well, there's another episode I might go back to when I get to my turn because there's another one that's even better than this one as far as obsession goes. Bacon's.
Go through it. I did last one.
No, you actually knew where you were. You've just told me what you were going to say.
Grammar.
Yeah, grammar. Like one of the new ones with a Necronomicon in it.
That's the one.
The little kid whose grandma's sick. His mum goes out.
Is this one of the newer ones?
Yeah. Finds a book under the stairs, under the floorboards. It's Necronomicon, of course. And hilarity ensues. But it's quite creepy. It reminds me of things like Roald Dahl, you know, those kind of stories and the witches and things like that.
Right.
But with a Necronomicon in there.
I'm pretty sure they accidentally watched Evil Dead and they're thinking it's Twilight Zone.
I think it was probably only about a year after.
No,
like
it's
the
called
second one.
It's called Grandma. That's exactly what it's called.
Grandma, yeah.
Do.
See, I've been a good lad this week. I've proper done my homework this week.
I will. You know, you haven't because you. I know I said in the description you could watch the 60s.
You said all
you
series
fuckers
of movies
decided to watch the 85, 86 version. Fuck. No, honestly, no. Good. Honestly, it's not bad. And you know what's funny? And you know what's even more ironic? Guess what this is based on?
What?
Stephen King.
I was yeah, it's Stephen King based.
Yeah. So, no, of course I'm not going to fuck with you guys. I'm glad you guys watched this one because
no, please do because I have not better to do on a Saturday night.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch a lot of this, so the fact that you're bringing this up, like I saw this episode and the last one you talked about. That's it for the 85, 86 season. That's it. So you guys got.
I've literally minded over last. I've really enjoyed those and the newer ones. I've really enjoyed them, even though I've seen like the old ones ages ago, and I should have probably gone back. I think we watched a couple of them, but like the new ones, I've fucking really enjoyed them.
I'm gonna have to check them out because again, I didn't get to see a lot of them. I got to see just because.
And I will say the music for the 2000s is done by Mark Snow, X-Files, and it sounds just like fucking X-Files. Nice. The entire episode sounds like X-Files.
Nice. I'm interested now. I really am because I didn't. My dad didn't watch these. Like, of course, we watched the Rod Serling ones. You know, so we didn't get to watch these. So I'm definitely interested.
I said like revisiting. I've not watched those for years. I think we watched a couple, and that was about it. But then we kind of went on to the newer ones, and I properly enjoyed them.
Yeah, say what we've watched been sort of all over the place.
All right, so just to ask while I got you all, so has anybody watched the Jordan Peele Twilight Zone?
I've never seen them.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I thought I would have known, and when you said it, I had no idea. So no, obviously not.
I'm just going to go to the little boy's room.
Yep, I'll come with you. Take the camera with you. No, the problem is it's on CBS, and let me, you know what? While I'm doing this, let me check this really quick because I think Paramount Plus might have this, and if it does, I'll give you all my login. Y'all can
don't have Paramount Plus come through Sky and we have to get Sky. I'm paying no attention to him right now.
What the fuck? Hold on. All right. Hold on a second.
No.
Hold on a second. I thought that was Nicole drinking.
Nope.
Yeah. And I thought she was enjoying the fuck out of that Dunkin' Donuts. I am blown away right now. I was like,
Rich off screen.
I was like, Nicole, that is a goddamn good drink. Nicole, she's like, oh my god,
keeps him happy. You know what can I say? He's happy.
It's like I know Dunkin' Donuts makes good drinks, but God, even I don't orgasm over those. Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of people have not seen this is because it's on Paramount Plus. And
I think the only way we can get that is like through a Sky subscription package, which is like huge.
I got you guys covered. I got a new I bought a thing called it's a universal converter. I can capture audio and video and save it on my computer now. All I have to do is just pick the area of what I want to record. So I'll go full screen. Yeah. Record the whole thing, and then I'll just send it to you guys.
How is this getting worse? Honestly, I've got like 6 different streaming services, and I still struggle.
I can honestly tell you, last night I have no fucking idea what happened. I have no idea. Me and Clint,
I feel it's maybe because it's Peacock and there's some block on the sharing to regions. Even,
I don't know how because it was local. It's not like we weren't online. It was a local screen share. We even went on Zoom and tried it, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work there either. Yeah.
So, fuck Peacock.
So,
I can.
You had the
Yeah,
audio.
and it's probably
and-
because of that. That's what I'm saying. They want the money.
Black
And they've
screen.
probably got some block for multi-sharing it in some way.
That's so fucking stupid.
Oh,
He said,
tell
"This
us about it.
movie
I
sucks
can't.
so bad."
The Halloween movie's still coming up as not even a date to watch here online.
It's so,
There's no
it's
date
so
for it.
fucking like,
Same with the monsters.
I'm
No date
paying
for it.
I have Peacock. I pay for that, and I can't do a watch along. Fuck you, NBC, and fuck you, Universal. Yeah, I'm live saying that. Fuck you, because it's stupid. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that shit. Fuck you, NBC.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck you, Universal, and fuck you, Peacock.
Yeah, let's all go and bash them in the ear hole.
Yeah, but still, I like The Office, so don't take my shit away.
They're all like that.
Which office?
Which
Like,
office?
Oh,
The
yeah, you
American
got
one
the
or
Ricky
the British one?
Gervais office, which can suck my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan, but Ricky Gervais is hilarious.
Yeah, it's got 2 seasons. Yeah, Jordan Peele does it. He does a couple of them. In fact, let's see, season 1. He does a remake of. Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but when we talk about it, I'll tell you. Ah, fuck it. Sorry. He does Nightmare at 30,000 Feet with Adam Scott. So that's the other William Shatner episode, where he thinks there's a gremlin on the wing.
Well,
Yes. Watched that the other night.
That was great.
And I've seen it loads of times before.
Was it the William Shatner one?
there's
There's a newer one.
Mm-hmm.
There's the William Shatner one with the thing on the wing, which
Yep.
they also do in the Twilight Zone movie.
Yep.
But then Nightmare at 30,000 Feet slightly different.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. I actually had that one written down.
Is it this one, the one that's on the Jordan Peele one?
I think so.
Okay.
It looks quite like the Grinch a little bit. It's the one I saw.
Okay.
Is like the gremlin thing.
Yeah.
It
Is
kind
it
of
good,
looks a bit
Clint?
Grinchy, but darker.
The one that I was looking at was a dude who got on an airplane and there was like an MP3 player in his seat, and it had a podcast on it, and it was basically
No, I think I've seen an older, like the older one.
Was it our podcast?
No.
Was it Hamityville?
I'm talking about this is a 2019 episode.
That's Jordan Peele.
Yeah,
no doubt.
So Nightmare at 30,000 Feet. He listens to this program, and it's about the plane, the plane that he's on crashing. So it's like he's continuing to listen to the episode and trying to warn everybody on board, things that are going to happen and how to avoid it and stuff like that. And he just keeps gaining suspicion on himself. And at one point he freaks the fuck out and he like storms the cabin and like overpowers like the pilot and takes over the
that's not the one I
plane. But he can't actually control the plane. And then he realizes over time that he's actually the person who's going to cause the crash of this plane. That the podcast was about him. And then basically wakes up on like an atoll, like a little island. And he manages to finish this thing about how he was the only person not found, after everybody survived this crash. And the episode ends with everyone like surrounding him and basically beating him to death. So,
God damn,
Halloween
kills.
Warm inside.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah. So, not that I meant to go into all that, I was saving it for later. But since you brought it up, I thought I'd just tell you about it.
I want to see it.
That's not the episode I was thinking of.
Well, Claire, you were watching something totally fucking different. Go find out what
I must have been, but I remember it really well. There's a guy on a plane, and he's trying to tell everybody there's a gremlin on the fucking wing, and nobody can see it.
I think that one.
What is that?
Something like Nightmare at 20,000.
It's Nightmare at 20,000 feet.
Yeah. But you guys brought up 30,000 feet, which is the other one.
That's so weird, dude. That's so weird that it's
just a
30,000
slightly
feet and
different
it's
name.
different. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, Claire, you're dumb. I don't know what to tell you. You were watching something totally different. You're watching the Treehouse of Horror with Homer.
I like that shit.
Which honestly is fucking fantastic.
Honestly, I've just rewatched them and I do it like fucking all the time. And they're all
we have just watched them all.
I watched
I love
something with The Simpsons the other day. It was funny with Homer on a plane. He's looking up in first class and he goes, the the guy opens up his tray in his seat, and a TV comes out. He's like, "Oh, what do you have?" And he rips his fucking seat, and it's got wires in it. He's like, "Oh, it's just a bunch of wires," and he starts ripping them up. And he winds up ripping the engine on the wing off, and it falls in the redneck Cletus's his yard. And he goes,
Randy,
look,
man,
the kid's got a new playhouse. And the wife walks out and goes, Cletus, you're the best son / husband I could ever have.
That's
and Randy, I done busted my stink bone.
Fuck's sake.
It's funny. Homer's like, what's in you? He just rips the fucking arm apart, rips the wires off. It's fucking funny. Yeah, that's honestly, like me and Mike were saying, that's probably the most parodied episode of Twilight Zone is with the airplane. I mean, that's like probably bar none. That's been the most parodied, episode. So, it's honestly it'd be easily confused with of shit ton because again, it's been made fun of so many times. You're like, hey, wasn't that on Twilight Zone? It sure was. Yeah, that's a good one. Who the fuck are we on? Bacon's, right?
Yeah,
Bacon's.
Yeah, she was just talking about the William Shatner episode.
Okay.
What Nightmare at 20,000 feet?
Mm-hmm. I can't believe that Nightmare at 30,000. It's a different story.
It's way different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that they rename it. It's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's got Adam Scott in it, I think, is what I'm looking at. The guy from Step Brothers. Kathleen fucking wine mixer. Love that movie. Fuck
Step
that.
Brothers. I love that film.
I love that fucking movie.
That's one of my favorites. It's like, you can call me Dragon. I fucking love that shit.
The look in his eyes, he was going to rape me.
You know what would help your shoulder? If you look at my butthole.
I rub my nutsack on your drum set, which makes it gay. So fucking that.
Oh my god,
dude! I play that shit at least like once a fucking week in my truck. Like I'll be going down the fucking road. I will put that shit on Spotify and I will listen to that shit because it is
Boats and Hooves.
Boats and Hooves. 100%.
I can't.
Oh, it's fucking great. Wait, what, Clint? What did you just say? No, they didn't.
What?
No,
What?
they fucking.
Yeah, they name dropped Ben Tramer in Halloween Kills. And that was it. That's the only mention of him in the whole thing. And I only put that out there because Ryan was like, where the fuck was Ben Tramer and all that?
Oh, yeah, dude, you got done
they do mention it. Yeah, they do absolutely mention it.
No, and Kills, yeah. I thought you said Ends. I'm sorry. I looked at yeah, Kills, yeah.
Mentioned him in Kills, and
yeah,
that's
because
it.
when Frank's talking to
They
her,
just dropped it flat. And I thought the reason, like when, not that I want to go off topic, but I thought the reason why they did that in Kills is because they were going to basically bring him back in Ends, and they never did.
and you know what?
Disappointing as fuck.
They should have.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
God damn it. That movie was fucking terrible. Fucking awful. I hate that fucking movie. I will go on record on live and everybody can hear me say it.
Hey.
I like Resurrection and Part 6 better than both of those. Better than this
Fuck
fucking
me,
movie.
that's a statement. 3 minutes.
Hey,
And you know why? Because Michael Myers is in those fucking movies. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to see something else Ryan said?
Did he just say it?
No.
You just got yourself one, right?
Way to go, Ryan.
Fuck yourself.
Fucking
What the fuck, you know?
dummy.
So he looked up the only episode of the Twilight Zone he'd ever
you know
seen.
what, Ryan?
Wasn't even an episode of Twilight Zone. It was an episode of Night
I'll allow
Gallery.
it. I'll allow it because it's still Rod Serling. I will allow it.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dummy, but I'll allow that. And if you beg to differ, then get your ass on this chat.
Yeah.
But yeah. What? So if you're listening, what was that episode? Because now I'm curious. What episode was so much like the Twilight Zone and Night Gallery? Now I need to know this episode.
Yeah.
So, is it the Bacons or Nicole?
I think it's Nicole. Are we
It's
talking
Nicole.
about another segment of the movie?
Oh yeah, Twilight Zone the movie. Go, love.
All right. Well, my second favorite segment is Nightmare at, the gremlin on the plane. It's for a few reasons. Number one, John Lithgow
He's
should
amazing.
get an Oscar
Oh yeah.
every single
he's
year,
awesome.
whether he makes
Oh.
a movie or not. He is just brilliant in everything he does.
He was even good in Pet Cemetery.
He's good
sold
in
that, yeah.
everything. I mean,
Yeah.
he can play a serial killer on Dexter, and then he can do like Third Rock from the Sun. Like he can do anything.
Yeah, or be his dad and Harry and the Hendersons.
Exactly.
I've literally just turned around and said that to Rich because he was like, "What?" I was like,
Again,
"Harry and the Hendersons."
I know I've watched them, but
I work in
He's
a
been in
gun
so
store,
much.
and I got
my
Bigfoot in
brain's
my house.
terrible.
he's just
What?
he's just wonderful.
He is awesome.
They should name a state after him.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
great in Planet of the Apes.
What's that, Mike?
The remake of the Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah.
James Franco's father. He plays a
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. He played a guy with
Oh, wow.
Alzheimer's. It was just
Yeah.
he's incredible. You can never go wrong with Donna Dixon.
You're right.
And the camera angles, the way they shot the other passengers, the little girl and her mother and the bigger, older guy. It's the way the camera moved and like zoomed in on their faces and then went around, when the little girl's pestering him and the camera moves in on her mother and she's like, what did she do now? Like the mother's like half drunk asleep, and it was terrifying. It's probably one of the reasons I won't get an airplane today.
I'm not going to blame you. I mean,
The effects were amazing for that time.
Yeah.
That monster scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
it's terrifying regardless. Like I don't like flying. Like I really don't. Like
I won't.
If I have
I
to
hate it.
drive, I'll do it. Even if it's like a day drive, like I'll probably man up and do it because I just don't like flying. Like I really
Yeah.
don't.
Even more like
I
5 and
won't
6
I
hour
won't do it.
drives.
We're gonna have
They
to fly to
are
Vegas,
crazy.
obviously, but
No, we can drive. We'll get like a
Okay.
camper or something.
okay.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
I'll drive.
Slightly won't work for us, I'm
All right.
afraid.
I'll be waiting here in the casino.
Let's go. Have to win that money back.
I've never
But,
been on a large flight or a large haul flight. I've been on a small 50-seater plane like once in my entire life.
it's not for me. I can't get on a plane.
I think the longest flight I've done is about 2.5 hours, and I don't like it.
Did you have a really bad flight on the way back from a match in Barcelona or something?
Well,
Did you like freak you out?
I've been to fight in the World Championships in Germany, and on the way back, the flight was delayed for 12 hours because of bad weather at Heathrow Airport.
God
And I was being dead brave. I was the first person on the plane. I got on there. I was being dead cool. And as it took off, the wind blew it back onto the fucking runway.
Look.
Nope.
Off.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'd be off.
Stop.
Nope.
Off. Open that.
The flight
put
all the way
slip slide
back.
out
Even the
and get down.
stewardesses were sat holding on to the seats. It
Yep.
was
I would
horrible.
start acting like a terrorist just to get off the fucking
Yeah.
plane.
Put
No.
that slip and slide out. I'm jumping off.
Yep.
That's
Pull a
perfect.
Die Hard 2
Nope.
right now. I'm getting
Yeah.
off.
Yep.
I'm done.
Well,
I
when
would
I
jump
went
out the
on
fucking window.
India, like it was only a short flight, but it was like really rough that day,
You know what
and
I'm
it didn't
talking
bother
about?
me.
I just had a memory.
Love.
Don could just
Um,
landing.
Yeah,
My-
one of the
My-
best.
I don't know what a memory is.
My last occupation with this job that I have, I was in outside sales, and they sent me to a training, and I fucked up. I chose the wrong book to read on the flight. I was reading this Bill Bryson book. It's a year. It's like 1920 something. I don't remember what it is. The entire first couple of chapters of this book is about horrible plane crashes, and I was reading this while I was on a flight, going out to Minnesota. So I had that experience going out, and then on the way back, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not reading that book." And then on the way back in, the wind was so terrible at the airport that we were landing at. They warned us about it before we went in, and basically they had to turn the plane kind of sideways into the wind so that when we landed,
Yeah.
it would be straight. you know.
Yeah,
So like,
I get it.
Nope.
fuck, when we hit the tarmac,
never
it
experienced
was
something
like
like
it
that.
was like plonk, you know, and
Nope.
that was
My
like
carry-on would
the
be a
most
parachute.
ridiculous feeling.
My carry-on would be a fucking
it's like,
357
at that
Magnum
point,
fucking
there's
blow my
nothing you
fucking
do about
brains
it. It's
out.
like you're in the air, you got to get on the
That's
ground.
it.
So
Once
it's
you're
like,
on there,
Yeah, but
there's nothing you can do, is there? You just sat there. And,
right.
it's not like to run with this. As someone, a person myself, I'd rather have that. How bad am I as a car passenger? What am I like on fucking motorways and shit? Absolutely. I don't drive because I'm a really nervous like passenger.
I could be overtaking
But
a
I'd
truck.
rather that, and I don't get motion sickness or anything. But being in cars on fucking motorways
She's always
absolutely
holding on to a seatbelt.
terrifies me.
So what's that going to do?
Or on my phone, so I don't have to look at the road. It's like it fucking terrifies me. I don't know what it is. And theirs are like ridiculous. Ours are like 3 and 4 fucking lanes. Theirs are like ridiculous.
Because there's a lot of people.
It's scary. I don't like it.
Claire, when you come over to visit, I'm gonna put you in the passenger seat and drive through Philly.
Are you all right?
Take you down Lincoln
I'm
Drive.
Jesus Christ. She'll break the fucking seat. She'll just grab
Honestly,
it.
I'm the worst. This is why I don't drive myself, because I'm a really, really nervous person in a car. Really
95
bad.
through Christiana and Delaware.
It was
6
funny
lanes. I'm
when
doing
we
90.
we went to Atlantic City, me, Clint, and Mike. When we had to follow Mike, I got nervous as fuck because we had all driven together, and I had to follow him. I was like, "Well, we had a nice run." I'm like,
While it lasted.
because we're gonna fucking
Have a nice
die.
life.
There were times I forgot you guys were
I
following
know
me.
that. Trust me, I fucking know. Because it's like, oh, Mike just
Yeah,
goes
'cause-
through the fucking
yeah,
red light.
Mike
It's
is
not
not,
even yellow.
is that
It's
so?
fucking red.
And I'd be whizzing in and out of cars. I'd be, oh shit, they're fucking still behind me.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what are we doing here? He's like, oh, pull
I'd be
over
terrified.
twice.
Honestly, I'm bad enough for fear.
I knew it was going to be a bad
Terrified
thing
of
the
it.
minute we
That's what I'm
pulled
saying.
out.
I'd rather be in a plane. Definitely.
No.
I knew it was going to be a trip the minute we were going to pull out because he had to fucking pull over as soon as we pulled out of the fucking parking lot of the hotel. He's like, oh, I guess I'm going too fast. All right. I'm like, fuck. Well, we ain't even started yet.
He beat all the traffic and he realized he left us, you know, waiting for the traffic to part.
don't
So
say
he's like,
like
oh, pull over.
He's like,
say 90. Is that the same as our 90? Is that 90?
No, you're going kilometers now, don't you?
Yes.
What happened?
Trying to work out like you saying you were going 90? 95?
Oh,
Miles
I
per
will.
hour?
I do. Yeah,
That's
I
a
do
cold.
about 80, 90 on
Fucking
my.
lead foot there.
So what's
The story
100
she's
kilometers
told,
an hour
I don't know if I want to ride with her either. Fuck.
That's obviously.
I think I'd much rather go on. No, you know, I'd go on a train. Let's do a train.
Trains crash too. No fucking way. I can't control a
Damn it.
train.
Fuck.
so there's
I
lots
will
of trains
drive
that's
anything
bound.
you
So-
give me. Anything. I will get behind the wheel of anything you give me, and I'll
So
drive
you're
it.
fucked
Yeah.
either way.
You
So
are
we
not
just-
shooting
yeah.
me out into the air or on a fucking 120
Boats
mile-an-hour
sink.
train where I can't control
boats
it.
sink, trains crash, and planes
Nope.
crash.
You
No.
really just need Jeff Goldblum's like teleportation machine from the fly.
Yeah, or I
Like,
just need to like
the
grow
pants
wings.
that we're all gonna make us feel
Yeah,
all
I need
sick.
instant
Oh,
transmission.
don't get us started.
Yeah.
Instant transmission.
Are we at Mike?
I'm not
Where are we at
I,
here?
I think I'm
Yeah.
no Nicole.
I'm
Nicole
so sorry, one
started
quick
to get
thing.
into it.
Yeah, I know we got off again.
Oh.
About the episode, the segment with John Lithgow. The one thing that I loved about it was through the whole thing, everybody thinks he's nuts. He's just branded as the lunatic who can't handle flying. And then when they get him off the plane and they walk around the side of the plane and they see the claw marks
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they realize he was right. Like I love that.
Yeah, and I love they led that right into the wraparound where he's in the ambulance and
Yep.
Dan Aykroyd's in there again,
Yep.
and he
Yep.
starts playing Creedence on the radio. Oh, is that? Oh, I love
CPR.
He's like, yeah.
I love
He's like,
CPR.
he's like, hey, you want to see something really scary?
Really scary.
Fuck me.
That's a
Love
great
it.
way to end it. Yeah.
Love it.
Honestly, that is an underrated movie. It really is.
Yeah.
I know
It
a lot of
is.
people like Twilight Zone, the movie, like, the fuck?
It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's
It
awesome.
is.
It's great.
Yeah, I know.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Says it, I don't know.
Michael, what do you got?
Okay, this is one. This is in season 5. I had to look this one up because again, this is an episode I remember very well. It's like in Confederate times, and I guess the soldiers are about to hang somebody.
Yeah.
Put the rope on his neck. They hang him. When they kick him off, the rope actually breaks and he falls in the water. So the whole episode is basically him escaping them after him, and he's trying to get home, and literally the whole freaking episode is he finally gets home and he sees his wife and he runs to her, and just when he's about to grab her and kiss her, you see his neck snap, and you realize he actually did get hung, and the whole episode was just his vision right before they hung him.
Oh wow!
Fuck, that sounds crazy.
That is fucked up.
That is fucking.
That's dark.
Yeah, no shit. That's dark as fuck. God,
right, mate. What was that?
I want to make sure this is it before I say it. Let me make sure.
An occurrence
at Owl Creek Bridge.
And it's season 5, episode 22.
Wow.
God.
It's another, like I said, just not scary. It's just a fucked up episode. You think
That's
this guy got away, and you're like,
that's your shit. That's your shit.
Yeah, right,
That's
man.
your shit, Clint.
Yeah, Clint's territory.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That is fuck. I don't even think I've seen that
Fucking
one.
Yankees.
That's fucking wow.
Yeah.
Way to go, fucker. You Claire's ass. Jesus. Fucking Yankees.
Fuck, no, it's like she's got fucking Tourette's or something. That's how good.
Fucking Yanks.
Trust me, Clint will show you
Yanks, Mom.
a chick that's got
Jesus.
Tourette's. I'm pretty sure he has already.
Yeah, I think I did send a couple of those.
Oh, the Tourette's stuff the other day. It's bad, but it's great.
She's
Did you see
cute.
that one we sent you from that
Yeah,
guy
he
who
did.
was in Our Big Brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete.
I
Pete,
did.
he was it. It's like, wankers.
No, that fucking documentary with that whistling girl. Fuck me, she was awesome.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
bitch can whistle. Woo.
Mate, got goose pimples and fucking hairs
That
on my
was
neck
yeah.
with her.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
was-
wow.
Pitch perfect with that.
Yeah, but man, Clint's bitch, we watched that for what? 3 hours driving back? Almost 2.5. It was
She-
fucking funny.
That's awesome.
He kept doing it. I'm looking over at the phone. I'm like, I'm gonna wreck this
Yeah.
fucking car driving because this bitch is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's worth it.
Yeah, Claire does that to me. Look at this. Watch this. As I'm doing 80 miles an hour on the motorway. I'm like, yeah, of course I can.
Or I'll do it to I'll do it to myself. I'm like, oh, there's a video. Oh shit, I'm driving. Whoops.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking Mike, that was fucking dismal.
like I said, that was another one. If I had to tell you the name, if I didn't look it up, but I remember I was like, what was the one with the guy that the whole episode you thought he got away?
Yeah.
And at the last minute, they're like, no. And you actually see him with his wife when he's about to kiss her. You actually see his head snap back.
That is
whoa,
fucking
Wow.
like Nicole said. That is fucking dark.
That's dark.
That is as dark.
Very
as
dark.
We're kissing
That's
forever.
That's as dark as it gets right there.
But I love it.
Fucked up.
You
I
know
love it.
what's funny too is we were talking about Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. That's actually in the 5th season, which I find pretty
Yeah.
crazy because I thought that was in the earlier season, but yeah, that's in the 5th season.
Mhm.
So you gotta fucking keep going. Just find these dark episodes. God damn. Woo! Currents
Oh,
at
yeah.
Owl Creek Bridge. Top that, Clint.
I'm going to give you one in season 3
Okay.
that I actually have a vivid memory of when I was
sweet.
a kid. I remember seeing it on a rerun, obviously.
Yep.
5 characters in search of an exit.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Top
That is
5.
An
Top 5.
amazing episode.
Top 5. Without
Um,
a shadow of a doubt.
So, I mean, for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's 5 characters. They're all different, like strikingly different. There's a soldier. I think there's a businessman,
clown,
there's a clown, a ballerina, a bagpiper. You know what I mean?
A toy maker.
So the 5 of them are trapped in this room, it seems, but it's a very big room. It's like a chamber. It's just huge, and it's cylindrical.
Mm-hmm.
So the sides are completely smooth, and they can't figure out why they're in there. Nobody knows how they got there, and just strange occurrences keep happening, and they feel like maybe they've been abducted by aliens or something weird like that. They're just trying to figure it out the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, there's a really loud bell,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't know exactly what the bell meant, but they're theorizing about it the whole time, and they just become desperate. And at one point, one of them builds up their courage, and they make an attempt to basically scale the side of this chamber they're in, makes it up to the top, and you just see him fall the fuck off of it.
Yep.
And the camera kind of zooms out, and you see a round collection bin, and you see a toy fall out of the top of it, and then a child comes by and picks it up and tosses it back into the bin.
Yep.
So it's essentially a toy collection drop for the Salvation Army, and these are the toys that were inside of it.
Yeah,
that's what you were watching the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like oh fuck
exactly. Oh,
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's if you weren't going to bring that episode up, I was going to.
Yeah,
I mean that is
on my list too.
Yeah, I mean it's fucking fantastic.
We're just looking
right.
at images.
I've not seen this, but I'm looking at stills. Awesome. The fucking color grading, the black and white, the whole fucking way it looks is absolutely amazing.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. It's one of the most well done episodes.
They definitely had some production value.
Nice.
What's it called again?
It is called 5 Characters Looking for an Exit. I think is it 5 characters.
Now,
search for an exit.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of the major disputes that there was between Rod and the studio was how much it costed to make an episode.
Yes.
And I think on average, and we're talking in early 60s, it was something like $6,000 an episode.
Mm-hmm.
And
shit,
wow,
that was a lot of money in the 60s, you know,
yeah.
and they kept trying to cut corners and so forth and save money. So an executive that he butted heads with, I think, and in at least one case, possibly two, they shortened the length of the season by a few episodes just to make it cost less. So, yeah. But considering that, the production value was really good because they were spending $6,000 an episode.
Yeah. And to echo that, so go back to the episode we were talking about earlier, Time Enough at Last. So when the whole thing goes down and Burgess Meredith comes out of the vault and he's walking through this rubble of everything, that the background is drawn. If you stop and you look at it, that's a drawn background. The only things that are real set pieces are anything that he's touching or anything that you can tell.
So the steps.
Exactly. Anything that's kind of in front of that backdrop, that's real set pieces. But everything in the back, there's one point where it shows a bridge or a construction beam sticking out of the ground. That's all drawn. The buildings and stuff like that, that's all drawn because of that reason. Because they had to cut costs. So they're well, we can't have a desolated city.
Yeah.
So we'll just
they just did it on a soundstage.
Exactly. So we'll just do this.
That's cool.
But we'll draw the back. And it's fucking gorgeous. It's
it worked.
Whoever did that, bravo. Because it looked fucking great. So yeah, I know, $6,000 per episode. That's a fuck ton of money in the early 60s. That's fucking crazy. And even still, the fact that he could still make these things work that, it's insane. Dude, look at it this way. That's early indie shit. Here, give me a budget of $6,000. Oh, that's I can make that work. And
Yeah.
look what he fucking did. I mean,
Yeah. All that to make a fucking 30-minute episode.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it like with season 4?
I know,
Like
being funny though. Talking about that episode,
Yeah.
not that I've seen it, but the fucking gradient on that shit is like, it's like it's fucking. I can't even get there. I don't know which one I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know where your camera is, but fuck me, the stills in black and white are like.
Yeah. No, they were legit.
Recreating it now digitally, you couldn't get it that good. You couldn't fucking take it that way.
No way.
That's just awesome.
It's
isn't it?
perfect.
That's so good.
And I see why the episodes, even in the early days, were so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they did it. They definitely tried to do it right. Quality was great.
The way it looks is absolutely stunning. That.
Yeah, them pictures what we're looking at.
Oh, I can't fucking cope with them, to be honest. I'm lost in it. You've lost me, really.
Now look at that one.
Look at that.
Again, it's no surprise.
That's awesome.
That's one of the best episodes that
It's
you can possibly have.
It's one of the most memorable and talked about.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
It looks amazing. I'm definitely having that one on tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you brought it up, Clint, because it's fucking.
I'm glad you
nice to see it.
It's amazing. It's definitely top 5 for me. That episode is insane.
Yeah,
and just the culmination, like Clint
Harrison.
said, the end of it is fucking. It's like
I hate to spoil it for you, as I've already done, but
it's worth it.
It is a good episode.
1,000%.
Yeah. Where you want to go?
I don't know.
You could do the other obvious one from that season.
Yeah,
that's the other one on my list.
Yeah, I could. Fuck. Do I want to do it this early though? Yeah, probably so. I don't know if it's the one you're thinking of. I'm pretty sure it is. This is my top. This is my number 1 episode, without a shadow of a doubt. A game of pool.
No, not the one I was thinking of. Go ahead.
This is my favorite episode. So this has one of the last performances of Jonathan Winters. Basically, what happens is there's a guy that is playing pool, and he thinks, he's hot shit. And the one guy that Jonathan Winters plays, Fats Brown, he's got a picture on the wall in a pool hall. He's like, I could have beat you. I'm that good. I could have beat you. So it shows him up in heaven with a pool table, and he's playing. It's like Fat Brown being paged to wherever, and so you see him break down his pool cue, and he winds up showing up at this pool hall, and he's like, hey, I've been doing this for years. People said they could beat me. I've come down here, proved otherwise. And he's like, well, I can beat you. So before he tells him the whole story, they're playing. And it's Jack Klugman. He plays Jesse. He's the guy that he's
Jack Klugman, isn't that?
He's the guy that Fats Brown's playing. And he tells him at the end, he's like, if I win, you die. And he's like, he's got the perfect shot lined up. Fats Brown, Jonathan Winters' character, has it lined up, 8-ball right there in the corner pocket, and he hits it and he misses it because Jack Klugman's like, I'm fucked, like it's over, like it's right there. Like he even tells him that. He's like, there's the shot, it's the perfect shot, and he winds up missing it. And then Jesse makes it, and he's like, man, holy shit. So he's like, and he just kind of rubs it in his face a little bit. So then it shows a little bit later on, it shows Jesse up in heaven because they replaced Fat Brown's picture with his. So now he's got to go down and play with people that say, oh, I can beat Jesse Cardiff. And it's so fucking well done because you don't know what's at stake until the very, very end. He's like, well, if I make this shot, you're taking my place. And he misses it. and you kind of wonder, did he set it up? But that's my favorite episode. That's my number one episode.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I know what you were thinking with the other one from season 3, but I'll be honest with you, man. Season 3 had a fucking ton of great episodes. I mean, I think this was the best season for the
season
show.
3 was probably their biggest,
notable
season.
And obviously the one that if nobody's, I mean, again, we'll talk about it if somebody does say it, but To Serve Man is the one that I'm sure
that's the one.
I mean, that's one of the most iconic.
Yeah.
If for nothing, the alien in it, if you saw, you'd be like, that's from the Twilight Zone. Like, you just know what that episode is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Game of Pool. If you have not seen it, watch it. It's so fucking good. Bacons. I don't know.
Right, there's one I watched today.
All right.
I don't know what the name of it is.
It's the newer ones we've been on.
Hey,
It wasn't
you've
quite a
given
new one, was
synopsises. I've been able to find it. Nicole, are you passed out? Yes. Okay.
Oh, baby. Bless her.
Earth to Nicole. Come in, Nicole.
Well,
Yes, sorry. Had to
Bless
put laundry in.
hello.
I just want to make
She's
sure you were good. I was like,
I
Nicole
was in the basement.
hasn't said shit, done shit. I can't see her. God damn it. Please
Yeah.
make sure.
We thought you went to watch the end of Halloween Ends.
I would rather watch every Twilight movie on a continuous loop for the rest of my life.
Wash your mouth. I was so.
Halloween ends again.
Oh, God.
I think I would much rather do that.
It
too.
wasn't that bad. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah. You would rather watch Sparkling Vampires.
I would rather watch Glitter with Mariah Carey, and I've never seen it.
Oh, that's worse.
I'd much rather watch Justin Meets Kelly.
I'd actually rather put glitter in my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
The hairpiece of the craft world.
Yes, glitter.
Rather chew broken glass.
Much rather put broke glass on my pee hole.
Oh, ow.
That movie was fucking horrible, man.
That was on you.
So fucking bad.
What was on me?
You were talking about.
I felt so
Yes,
bad
the one I
because I
watched
kept
it.
pausing it, and I was like, I know I ruined this viewing experience, but I
No,
didn't. Because the
no.
movie did it
Nobody
on its
was
own.
invested.
You didn't ruin it.
Because the movie fucking did on its own. Didn't need
Yeah.
my help.
Exactly. Did it all for itself.
It ruined itself. You made it fun. I was laughing watching
Yeah,
it.
we
If
all-
I was
we all
watching
did.
alone,
I was laughing.
Yeah,
Forget it.
was funny. It was funny as fuck.
I was laughing again today about when you said your mouth is gorgeous. I want to watch you eat Cheetos.
I like your face.
I like it.
Oh,
That's the
what the fuck was that? God damn it! I like your face. I wouldn't even say that if I was legitimately wanting to fuck somebody. I like your face. Jesus Christ! Back out the fucking grocery store and think about that again. Fuck.
If that's old
No,
people flirting, I'm in trouble.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah. I desperately wanted one of them to have like Activia yogurt in their cart.
Yes.
Really wanted that.
Yeah. I did. The drinkable kind. Don't even eat it with a fucking spoon at this point. Just drink it. I
and a
mean,
gallon of KY jelly.
Kind of felt like Cocoon a bit, didn't it?
Oof.
I knew we were in for a shit show when someone said, "I like your face." I mean, I knew right then and there.
Nice
I mean,
writing.
it's cute in a
What the
rom-com,
fuck?
you know, but what the fuck?
Like, no matter how you spun that, if your face is nice, I like your face.
I like your corduroy blazer.
First of all, you all had sexual tension when you were laying in hospital beds next to each other.
Yeah.
You fucking old fucks. Like, you don't need to reestablish that I like your face.
Yeah.
We
There
know
didn't need
this.
to be a context reestablishment.
Shit. And if you're gonna do it, just say, "Can we go fuck in the parking lot?" Not I like your face.
I'll make you
You're a
chicken.
massive
Okay.
fuck.
Hey, can you throw me down in the dairy section and bone me? Bam.
Oh,
Not
stop it! You're making me wet.
You're going to
Oh.
say Rich off. Fuck
Jesus
it.
Christ!
yeah.
Go to the
Fuck.
produce department, get a banana.
Yeah.
Be good.
You want to be in the cucumber courgette section.
Yeah, go in the fucking
Gosh,
like
is that ridiculous?
go
No,
in the
that's
section that has
eggplant, which is
Oh, yeah.
it's not. It's an
yeah,
aubergine.
eggplant.
Call it
Yeah, I
an
know.
eggplant.
No,
It's
yeah,
not even mid-event.
and the end of the movie, the very end was the fucking worst. Hey, tell me about cherry blossoms. Did anybody hear? Is it a fucking mid-credit scene? Did anybody talk about cherry blossoms? No. Hey, tell me about
It was
those
just-
cherry blossoms. No.
Yeah.
Don't. Fuck you.
It didn't need that bit on the end, even. It was like, why? It's like Stabby dead the end. Or the re-rise of. You know, it's like, that whole bit was like, the whole fucking making it rom-com, like, because it kind of was like a fucking romantic fucking teen movie in places, and for me, it just killed it.
Yep.
But it wasn't even a teen. Like I said, it was like Senior Citizens Day.
Yeah, Cocoon, the remake.
Yeah, oh, damn.
Fucking was.
Stole the words out of my mouth.
It was weird as fuck, those bits.
It was.
At the end, was that like a corduroy jacket he was wearing?
It was definitely wearing a corduroy jacket.
Was it corduroy?
Yeah, who the fuck wears that now? I wouldn't. You couldn't give me a corduroy jacket and I'll wear it. I don't give a goddamn if it's free or not. Fuck that.
I mean, I wear weird shit, but even I ain't going that.
Yeah, even I got fucking standards. Corduroy jackets, suck my balls.
Yeah,
corduroy,
exactly.
Corduroy pants, I'm gonna murder you. I mean, anyway. We lost whatever viewer we had because they said they're talking about Halloween Ends again.
They said spoilers. I'm out of here.
Fuck it. Don't watch the movie. I wonder how many people leave the group after this.
Yeah, don't.
Whatever.
Well, they'd have to watch it to leave the group.
Oh, I do want to tell you a funny. I do want to tell you a funny story, Clint.
Yeah.
And everybody listen, but specifically because it happened in the group. So apparently somebody commented on the post that I put where if you spoil Halloween Ends, I'm gonna boot you, block you, and boot you. So somebody commented in there, and then they said somebody commented and somebody replied to it and said, I'm not even in this group. I don't know why I'm getting this message. and then they I hit them up on Messenger and I said, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry if my post annoyed you or anything. He's like, I loved it. He's like, I just wasn't in the group. If I would have, he said, I joined now, but before, I'm like, if I'm going to get kicked out of a group, I'd much rather be in it. That way there's more weight to it. And I was like, no shit. Now you told me, I was like, no shit. I don't know why.
That sounds like one of my retarded cousins. I'm sorry, it really does. It really fucking does.
See, if I was him, I would have said, I'm not even in your group, so I'm going to fucking spoil it, motherfucker.
Either join.
Yeah, that's because you're a rebel.
Yeah, you're a rebel.
Man.
Exactly.
No, he's from Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
There's Brooklyn. He's taking no prisoners.
It's just so funny because I'm like,
and you can't kick me out because I'm not in your fucking group.
I don't even know how he was getting the message. I'm like, he's like, I don't know how I'm getting these messages. I commented on someone's post and then I started getting this message. I'm like, brother, I don't know what happened. I'm like, you can join, at least then it won't be so weird. And he was like, I already joined. He's like, now I feel like I'm in the group, so now there's weight to it. I'm like,
come to the cult.
Yeah, come to the cult. Exactly.
Anyway,
holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
Where we at? We're on Mike. No,
we're on me.
We're on you. Yeah.
I've got one.
You said you watched.
So I don't know the name of it. I was watching it today. It was a guy who was an artist. He fell asleep at his table.
Atheist? Is that what you said? He was an atheist?
Artist.
I got it.
Artist.
I'm just kidding.
Artist. He was an artist.
I was an atheist.
Yeah, he fell asleep while he's trying to find inspiration for his work and what have you. And he wakes up and there's a gorgeous woman there. He nails her several times, as you do.
This definitely.
As you do.
I'm sorry. He just say obviously, like he nailed her a bunch of times.
If a gorgeous woman appears in your apartment, then you're gonna
Sure, if I wake
Do
up
it.
and see a beautiful woman in my apartment after I woke up, sure, I'll bang her. Why not?
Yeah. Don't even ask why she's there. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, bend over.
You don't need to know why she's there.
Can you just pick that 50 pence
don't.
up off the floor, please?
Right.
You don't need to know the details.
Yeah, so anyway, she turns out being a bit of a pain in the ass. So towards the end, he says, well, I'm going to have to erase you because it turns out
They
she's
are.
one of his drawings.
Is this Cool World? Did you watch Cool World?
No, it's not cool.
No,
All right.
But I
Pretty
see what you're
sure.
saying.
but now I feel like I've been drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, maybe.
Give me some.
So he was going to erase her to get rid of her out of his life, and then she turns around and says, well, actually, you can't erase me because you're the drawing. And she erases him, and it looks really cool as she's erasing on the paper, and he's disappearing. It looked really cool. It's just one of them that stood out to me today.
And it was one of those with the famous fucking cameos.
Oh, yeah.
It was the bird out of American Pie before she's in other stuff as well. Before
I think she's called like Nadia or something from American Pie. She's a right fine bit of skirt.
I love you guys so
Oh
much.
my god. Oh fuck. Hold on.
A right fine bit of skirt. I
I'm going
love
off cam.
that.
I'm going off
You know
cam
that's
for a second.
so English, it's ridiculous.
That
Like.
is so awesome. I love it. I do.
Good. I could be worse. I'm really well behaved on it.
You're doing good. Okay. I can't. I'm pretty sure you really watched Cool World.
No,
pretty
the
fucking
guy's
sure.
famous as well. Hang on. Fucking hang on.
God damn,
Google-
Claire.
Google
Get all
first.
uppity. Get all
What?
fuck. Claire was all like, hold on. Ugh, get all huffy. Hold on.
Don't fuck with me.
I would never.
You wouldn't dare.
Don't get her started, man. I'm sat next to her.
You're used to this.
If she goes off like Tasmanian devil, I'm going with a thick lip, aren't I?
Oh, is this the Leprechaun Artist? Is that what it's called?
What?
No.
This is fucking stupid, whatever this is. It says it's Twilight Zone, but no, that definitely ain't it. That sounds horrible.
I'm trying to find it.
It's fucking terrible. Art of the title. Is that it?
Hang on.
No, what the fuck? Man, Wikipedia's sending me on a wild goose chase here. Leprechaun Artist. That's what keeps coming up. I think it might be it, guys.
Is it Shannon Elizabeth?
Yeah. Let me see if that's it.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't have
Yeah, that's
her.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
don't know
not-
what the episode's called. Still can't
All
find
right,
it.
hold on. It's definitely not this one because this looks fucking dumb.
Hang on.
Let's see. And this is the 85. Let me see.
Got a fight outside.
I don't know.
Let's see. How many seasons of this one was there? There was only 3. Let's see. Wow.
It is. Oh, fucking hell. Mr. Rod Sterling. Hang on. No, it's been a dick. I can't press on that because my MB deal will go. Fuck you.
Sorry about that. There's
Um,
some pissed up guy shouting and screaming at himself in the street.
Adrian
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Yeah. We live on the main street
Yeah.
into the town centre, so they all come
And
past
it's now
here.
3:30 a.m. So,
Wow, so he's definitely looking for trouble.
I
yeah.
get loads of it, man.
Adrian Pasdar, what was he from? Was it something like Relic Hunter?
Well,
Shannon Elizabeth.
The fuck? Who's that?
I'm trying to find a fucking episode fucking name. Fuck my life.
is it Dream Lover?
Yeah, Dream Lover
Dream
season
Lover.
1.
All right, cool. Season 1.
Yeah, season 1, episode 4 in the 80s.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck just happened to my computer? Holy fucking shit. Season 1. Say which one is it?
Episode 4, Dream Lover.
Dream lover.
I don't see that. And this is the 85 one, right? Anyway, that sounds fucking awesome. Now I know where Cool World got that shit from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. She was erasing on the paper. He was like disappearing. It was really good.
That's fucking awesome. If anybody hasn't seen Cool World, go watch that movie because that movie's awesome.
What's that?
Cool World. Cool World's fucking great.
Let's think Cool World.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it.
Gabriel Byrne, Brad Pitt, and Kim Basinger. Fucking awesome. Anyway, I don't see it right there, but I'm gonna look for it. Yeah, that sounds fucking awesome though. That's And I just, you know what, before we get too much further, I just want to say too that this movie set up so many other roles for people like later on. I mean, even this one, even the 85 version, I mean, some of the names that are in this, John Ashton, Lynn Shay is in one of them.
Oh yeah. I saw that one. That was the Chameleon.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
God damn, you're good. Wait, you know what's funny?
I watched it today.
Guess who directed it?
Wes Craven.
Like, and that's what was really cool about.
Yeah, he did 5 episodes.
Yeah. Tommy Lee Wallace, Halloween 3. Huh. He directed a fuck ton of these episodes. Yeah, I mean, Helen Mirren was in one of these episodes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean,
absolute queen.
Yeah.
Love her.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Queen.
Sherman Hemsley. I mean,
yeah.
These people got, you know,
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. Yep.
Yes, we said you.
Yeah.
Adam Arkin.
Hey.
Please.
Yeah. Even Robert Downey directed a episode. Yeah. It got a lot of people started. Peter Coyote was in one of them. I mean, fuck, well, that man, all he has to do is talk. Robert Carradine. Yeah,
yeah.
It got a lot of people started. So Dee Wallace was in one. And man, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. I have to give the 85 version a watch. I haven't actually sat down to watch a lot of them. But yeah, good.
Yeah,
good
writing jokes with those. I'm the newer ones.
Bruce fucking Willis. I mean, that's fucking crazy.
They did the Shatterday episode, which might have been the first one.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Morgan Freeman was in one of them. Oh, dude. Your best friend, your wife's best friend was in one too. Jonathan Frakes was in one of these episodes.
Oh shit.
Have you ever watched the episode of the Twilight Zone? If nobody has ever watched Drunk Jonathan Frakes,
the fifth dimension,
please.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh my God, Jonathan Frakes drunk. So he's a guy he's in Star Trek and he's Xanatos on the Gargoyles animated series. And it's so fucking funny when he's talking because the way he talks, they slow it down even more than how he normally talks. He's like, have you ever ridden a bicycle?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a diner?
Yeah, it's just shit that he normally says, but at half speed.
And it's hilarious. Just like Clint said, have you ever been to the fifth dimension?
You ever been to a truck stop?
It's just fucking funny. Look it up. It's so fucking funny. Like you'll just get a kick out of it. I want to watch that episode now. Nicole, another segment of the movie, please.
Gotta go with Anthony. Who that segment scared the crap out of me the first time I saw it. The girl with no mouth.
Yep.
Just freaked me out to no end.
Yep. It was fucking freaky too.
It was beyond freaky. And Kevin McCarthy.
Well, yeah.
Who was just a legend.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
He was so handsome.
Easy. God damn.
I don't care how old he gets. He was just so
incredibly handsome. Fuck, he's so hot.
Who's that?
Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy.
Fuck yeah.
Which one's he?
Mannequin.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Son of a fire.
Yes.
Fucking everything.
Wow, fucking Clara on that. Who was that? Bang, 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 bang,
Oh
bang.
no, proper, yeah, he's fucking hot as fucking out of the room carrier.
He was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original. He was just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
He even did a Piranha movie once. I remember that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think he did. Yeah,
Jesus
was it
Christ.
two?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Double D or
what,
whatever.
the Spawning? The new Spawn. I don't even remember what the fucking Piranha sequel is. It's fucking horrible is what it is.
I just remember him diving in the water to try to save that kid. Got all ate the fuck up by the piranhas.
You stole it. Ate the fuck up. That's exactly what I was going to say. And he got ate the fuck up.
Yeah.
Absolutely got
What she said.
destroyed.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was I mean, this segment had it had Dick Miller in the beginning of it.
Oh fuck. He was even in UHF with fucking Weird Al, wasn't he?
Yeah. And
Was he?
yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Dick Miller was in everything. Let's
He
get
was
that
in-
straight.
Oh, Dick Miller? Yeah.
Everything.
Miller did everything.
Chopping Mall, Gremlins,
He's
Mhm.
the Terminator.
Demon Knight.
Yeah.
and the Mike's. And what's cool to Mike's point, Bill Mooney was in this too. He was in this segment.
Bill Mooney got around, man.
Yeah, man. It's fucking awesome. The kid that actually, was in the Twilight Zone was in the fucking movie. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. That's cool. Yes.
It was just a terrifying episode.
It was
the
definitely
magic
terrifying.
trick with the hat and the run, Helen,
Yeah.
run.
Run, Helen. I fucking love that. I got a segment on that goddamn on that movie. I don't like. Run, Helen.
And then it was Kathleen Quinlan, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I just can't imagine being thrown into that situation.
Fuck no. Fuck that noise. No.
Like, what would you do? And when they're all rooting through her purse, trying to find cigarettes and shit. Yeah, it was terrifying. It was absolutely
I agree. 100%.
terrifying.
100% agree.
And
It was-
gagging with the hamburger with the peanut butter on it.
Oh yeah, no shit. And that was Joe Dante and it's funny, like you just said, Clint. Dick Miller is everywhere.
Yeah.
Joe Dante directed that. Guess what else Joe Dante directed?
Everything
Gremlins.
else.
And guess who was in Gremlins? Dick Miller.
Dick Miller.
And the Burbs. I think he
And
did
the
the
Burbs.
Burbs, and Dick Miller was in the Burbs. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I love that segment, and I love and the fact that it's a remake of It's a Good Life. I mean, again,
Yeah.
it's just proves that episode was as good as it was. It was if Joe Dante makes a fucking segment on the movie just on that alone, that proves it was good. And then even like you said, even the last one, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. One of the most memorable ones. Even Kick the Can in the segment.
Mhm.
Second one. I mean, Scatman Crothers. That's a fucking great ass one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, the Twilight Zone movie. It's so fucking underrated.
It is.
So
It has
underrated.
everything. One episode's terrifying. The other episode is sad. Another one has a happy feel to it. It's just it gets
Yeah.
every emotion.
Yeah,
Exactly.
goes
Exactly.
everywhere, doesn't it?
Michael,
That's me.
pretty sure.
Yeah. All
Well
right.
spotted.
I'm surprised nobody's brought this one up. The masks.
Woo!
Season
I was
5.
getting there.
I thought somebody would have brought this up a while ago. That's,
We were supposed to remember. We were supposed to do season and then favorite episodes, and we fucked all that up. But yeah,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Season
man.
5. I know what you mean.
Oh, dude, that fucking
and that scared the shit out of me as a kid.
dude, without a fucking doubt.
So, yeah, old guy on his deathbed, right?
Mhm.
And
all the
his
family
daughter and
comes.
his, greedy family want his money.
Yeah, they come to watch him die because they want the inheritance.
These kids are fucking assholes.
Oh yeah,
They are
Doesn't like that.
absolute dick faces.
and he's like, if you want my inheritance, well, something I haven't seen it in a long time. But basically, if you want to be entitled to the inheritance, you got to come to this part. He has like a party, and 1st they tell him like, no, they're not
Yep.
putting the masks on. He's
Yep.
like, well, then you ain't getting
They
shit.
ain't getting shit.
So they all agree and they put them on. And I was scared of the masks.
Yeah, dude, the masks were fucking horrendous. And then Dad puts on the death mask. I'm like,
I remember
okay,
exactly
fuck that
the
guy.
way I watched that. I slept over at my grandmother's house at night, and she let me watch whatever the fuck I wanted. And I was watching. I was scared of the masks.
With my babysitters.
And then at the end, when they took the masks off, and I was like kind of relieved, like, oh, finally.
Nope.
And their fucking faces were the same. I was like, oh, fuck.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck that. Yep, same way.
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude's eyes are like this fucking big. I'm like, fuck that guy. And then the other bitch takes hers off. I'm like, she's uglier than she was before.
And he does die before they take the masks off.
Yeah.
So they're
And
like
the-
happy. They're like, oh, yeah, we got the money. And then that's when they take the mask off. And they're like,
Yeah.
And
you
then
got
the whole
you're fucked.
whole irony is he puts on the skeleton mask like death.
Of that.
And they,
Yeah.
and they take his mask off, and he's totally normal because he's dead. But they're fucked for life because they put their masks on and they were so fucking greedy and such a bunch of assholes that, hey, this is the price you pay. You got to wear these masks till midnight.
Cautionary
Wear 'em till
tales.
midnight, and now
Cautionary
guess
tales.
what? But, you can use the money that you just got to get plastic surgery. So
True.
but them motherfuckers were
Fuck
ugly.
yeah.
Them motherfuckers were blue.
Yeah. But that episode probably stands out for me more than any other episode.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right.
Like, I didn't sleep after that night. I was like,
It was bad. It was bad. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't even want to. Yeah, I don't even want to go to sleep. Like, I gotta wait till past midnight so my face doesn't fucking look like anything else.
Oh my god.
Season 5. I'm telling you, season 5 got fucking dark. A lot
I
of these
don't know
episodes,
anything I've watched that's made me feel like that to not be able to go to sleep.
dude, it was so wild. Just because the way that the episode progresses, like all they can talk about is how much they hate their dad, how much they hate each other, everything like that. And I really felt bad because one of the assholes, one of the dickheads that comes here, he just married into the family. He wasn't even part of the family.
Yeah.
And he still gets fucked.
Good.
You still got fucked over it. He was a dick anyway, but it's like he wasn't even part of the family. He married into it and he still got fucked.
Yep.
So, oh man. Again, that episode is called straight up The Masks.
Mask.
It's so
All right.
fucking great.
Yeah, I've written it down.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. Clint, I'm still, man, it's 10:38. We've been going
And
for
the
almost
mask
3 hours. This don't even feel like it.
I know.
kind of look like the people in Eye of the what's the one?
Oh yeah, Eye of the Beholder. That's
Eye of the
true.
Beholder.
That's true. They have a very,
Right.
very
Yeah.
Of the
they have a
mask.
resemblance to those people. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
You are right.
I didn't necessarily want to make this my pick, but is somebody going to bring up To Serve Man?
No, go for it, brother.
No,
Oh,
you can
okay.
go for it.
It was mentioned earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But not-
yeah.
We both
Well-
mentioned it. It's
I mean, season 3, probably one of the most memorable episodes ever.
ever.
And alien spacecraft comes to Earth, and they make contact with people, and just sell this great line of how they're dedicated to just serving man, and they seem real genuine, and they want to take a group of people on their spaceship, and act like everybody believes they're going to some like amazing like paradise of a place, and people are basically falling all over themselves in order to get passage on this ship to go to this paradise they believe they're going to, until eventually somebody figures it out, and like they try to stop one person from getting on this ship, and they're basically they had this book, which was the alien people had this book that was pretty well called To Serve Man, and whatever their language was.
Yep.
But no one could read it.
Exactly.
Right. No one could read it. Somebody basically figured it out at the last second and tried to stop one guy from getting on board, and she just blurted out that it was a cookbook and he shouldn't get on the spaceship.
Yep. And there's a Simpsons again.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you know, I'm sure I do as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's Canon Kane, isn't it? Yeah, parody. Yeah.
But in the Simpsons episode, they're like they believed that it was a cookbook, and they're like, oh no, it's just
Yeah, and then
remember
it
they
revealed-
just
a really
blow the
dusty
dust off
book.
of it.
Yeah. Blow the book off, and it just says how to cook for man.
For man, yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. How to cook for humans.
So fucking great.
But before it said how to cook humans.
How to cook humans. That's so god damn it. That's so funny,
Then
dude.
the aliens are trying to feed the guy to like fatten him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And that little German
You
kid.
gotta eat. Wouldn't want you to lose weight.
Yeah, wouldn't want you to lose weight. Jesus Christ. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, what a great episode. Anybody else seen that one? Mike, I'm pretty sure you probably have.
Oh, that was great.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
When that woman screams like it's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook. He's like,
Like,
bitch,
what?
we know.
He's like, what the fuck? And the guy's like shoving him in the spaceship.
Yeah, he's like, too late now. Get the fuck in
You're
there.
fucked now. Get in there. Fuck. Yeah. To Serve Man, season 3.
Right.
Episode 24. Watch it. I mean, god damn it. It's iconic. It's without a doubt iconic. Damn. I love this fucking show.
It's
I really
a great
do.
show.
It's a really underrated.
Yeah.
You know, like you didn't have to be into horror. You
No.
didn't have to be into like.
No. Because
No,
like
just had
it, yeah.
It was
just had to have a good imagination.
It's like
We kind of had our own thing. Kind of tells of the unexpected.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Thing, which is fucking great as well. Very similar in certain ways, but differently sort of Englishy shot. But yeah, it was
Right.
cool.
Yeah, and I mean, other series try to do it. Outer Limits, Tales from the Dark Side, and I mean, they all had their thing. You know, Tales from the Crypt. They all had their episodes that everybody remembers, but it was just something about this one. Just, I would take this over all those. What are you laughing at, Clint?
Oh, I was thinking about the opener to the Twilight Zone movie. They brought up the Outer Limits. They were having an argument about an episode, and the one guy's like, "Oh, it was Twilight Zone." No, it was an Outer Limits. No, it was a
That's
Twilight.
right. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And if it makes, and just to make To Serve Man even more impressive, well, maybe back then it was impressive. In 1997, TV Guide ranked it as one of the 11th best episode of any TV series in top 100 episodes. So number 11. That's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I'm gonna go. Let me make sure this is the right one. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I'm gonna go season 2. A Penny for Your Thoughts. This is Dick York. From is that what the fuck is he? Is that
Batman.
Bewitched?
It's
Bewitched?
Robin.
That's Dick Ward, not Dick York.
Oh, Dick York is Darren, isn't it?
Yeah, from
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
It's Bewitched. Yeah.
Hang on, right. All
Wait a
right,
minute.
I'm sick
That's
of
Bruce.
it. I'm
That's
not my
Burt
usual
Ward. I'm
superpower.
sorry.
All right, took
That's
me a
Burt
second.
Ward. Burt Ward is Bat Robin. Fuck you.
Wow.
his name is Dick Grayson.
Dick Grayson. That's right. Thank you.
Burt Ward.
His name is
Dick
Bartlett.
Bartlett.
He was
Ward
Dick
sounds
Ward.
Like that sounds like a terrible hospital to go to. Hey, I'm gonna have to send you to the Dick Ward. Yeah, Penny for Your Thoughts. So, yeah, so Dick York is he's a bank clerk, and so he goes outside and he buys a newspaper, and you know how people, they have their like the boxes or wherever you throw your change. So he throws it in there and it lands on its edge. So the quarter lands on its edge and just stays there. So when it does, he gains the ability to hear everybody's thoughts. So he's going through the day and he's hearing these people. See, it's ringing a bell now. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's going through the day, and he's listening to people. So he starts listening to his coworkers. So he listens to his boss. So apparently his boss is having an affair with somebody, and she's like, "Oh, well, we're gonna leave at 5 o'clock." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Oh, well, you can leave at 4:45." And his boss is like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Well, aren't you gonna go to this trip?" He's like, "How the fuck do you know that?" And then the secretary apparently has got the hots for the secretary, and she keeps, she's like, yeah, what the fuck's this goddamn name? Because she keeps Hector. Yeah, she's like, oh, Poole. They call him Poole. So she's like, yeah, you tell him, Mr. Poole. Yada yada yada. So what winds up happening is there's a guy there. It's this old man. I think this old man that's in this. I think he's the same dude that's in Harry Potter. Dude, what the fuck?
What is going on?
Who's trying to?
Did we switch to Spanish?
Yeah, por favor. What the fuck is happening? I mean, I ain't speaking Spanish, but if it translates, it's cool.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah. So this cat that's in here, this old man, I think he's the same cat that's in Harry Potter that gives the wands to people.
John Hurt?
No.
John Hurt, yeah.
John Hurt, yeah, he gives the wands out, doesn't he?
Is that the guy that gives wands?
He plays Ollivander. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy looks a lot
exactly.
fucking like
Ollivander's one top, yeah.
Ollivander's,
all right,
yes.
sorry, goddammit. All right, anyway. So
and then an alien burst out of his chest.
Yeah, right. So the guy's thinking, he's sitting in the corner, he's thinking, he's like, I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna rob the bank. He's like, I'm going to rob the bank. I'm going to blow the bank up. So he's reading his mind. He's like, holy fuck, what is happening? Like, I'm going to have to go tell everybody this shit. So he winds up going and telling everybody, hey, this guy's going to go rob the vault and blow the bank up. So they stop him, and he takes his bag downstairs, and he comes upstairs, and this dude's already called the cops. So the cops are there. They stop him and they take his bag and they dump it out, and there's nothing there. So he tells him, he's like, hey, I read your mind. This is what you were going to do. He's like, I think that all the time. I would never do it. Fuck. So and that's what he tells him at the end. He's like, I really would have done it. He's like, motherfucker. So then he goes and buys another paper, flicks a coin in a box, knocks the coin from earlier that morning over, and he can't hear anybody.
Loses that ability.
Oh, fucking fantastic episode.
It's cool.
It's fucking great. Yeah, Dick York, he's fucking just weirdo. He plays a weirdo.
No,
really
well. Fucking Bewitched is one of my favorite things in my life.
First of all, you didn't even know who the fuck he was when we started talking about this.
I was getting there. I'm struggling today. I was getting there. All right.
All right, fine. Jesus Christ. I mean, just saying. I thought he was Robin from Batman.
Fucking fight me. I dare you.
Don't get a fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
All right, Rich. I'm sorry.
In the Burt ward.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Blurt word.
Myers.
Blurt word.
Minge Firmary.
Kevin Blurt. What a name. What a name. What a word that is. Blurt. Jesus Christ. That's terrible. Blurt. Yeah. If you haven't seen that one, Penny for Your Thoughts is the name of that one. Season 2. Episode 16. Just remember it has Robin from Batman in it. And you can't go wrong.
Fuck yourself. Sideways with a banana, preferably.
Wow.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Whew.
Sideways with a fish fork.
I got bananas waiting.
Whew.
All right, Bacon.
Young man.
Banana man. Let's see if you can recover. Go, Bacon. What episode you got next?
For me, I haven't.
No, I'm just here. Anything
okay.
I've got is super overly like new.
Well, okay.
I mean, I've watched so many. There was a weird one. I think it was the 80s ones I watched where there was a woman who was like really badly, again with the cautionary tale stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was like really badly in debt, She'd gone to a new credit card company to get like a bigger credit card loan, and it was like dodgy terms, and it was a bit weird. And they said, "Oh, you have penalties if you miss your first payments on certain days." And basically, like one by one, as she missed the payments, like her fucking dog disappeared, her kids disappeared, her husband disappeared.
The cat disappeared.
Yeah, cat went first. And it was just like it was cautionary tales. Yeah, again, it was basically about getting in debt with credit cards.
It also sounds like she played a country song backwards.
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you get when you fucking?
Oh, wait, no. You get them back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you get everything back. Yeah, when you listen to a country song backwards, play it in, rewind it, you get everything back. Get your girl back, your dog back.
Sorry, that's stupid.
I knew where we were going. Exactly where we were going. Hold on. I want to find. Just give me a second. I'm rolling through this real quick.
I can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember. Fuck all last week.
I know. I'm going.
See, that's how bad I am. I only watched it yesterday.
Well, the problem is with that season and that year, they combined episodes. They weren't just one. They had like 3 episodes in one.
Yeah, one program.
So
exactly.
It doesn't help when I'm trying to read it because I'm like, holy fuck, I can't even read this because it's like.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about 2002?
No, 85 to 87.
Oh, 85?
Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, no, that one was 85. Yeah, but there was one later in the 2000s, which was very similar, where a woman wished that her family was different, and they all changed and disappeared during it. It was very, very similar.
Let's see.
So you could be there.
Ah, yeah. You know what? The one that you were talking about earlier, Dream Lover, that was 2002's. I was looking at 85, 87.
Right. Yeah.
Let me see. Let's see.
Seriously, I have no idea what I'm on about tonight. I'm so far away from like knowing what I mean.
Fine,
I'm here just to kind of like take part and cause shit.
Oh, we got plenty of other ones to talk about.
Oh, definitely.
It's all right. We got you.
I got everybody. Trust me. I don't know what this one's called, but it sounds fucking awesome.
It was something like I can't fucking remember, but it was weird as fuck. Like every time she missed a payment, she'd go home and like the cat disappeared, but like nobody in the family.
Awesome now.
And then the kids started disappearing. Fucking the husband,
the dog, the kids, the husband, the car, the house.
Yeah.
Literally just disappeared.
That's fucking crazy. I'm trying to find it, damn it. All right. Nicole, you got one more you got one more segment for Twilight Zone movie?
Yep. Kick the can.
Kick the can.
Scatman Crothers.
Yeah, that's a good one. Every
segment has these.
What the hell was that?
Did you step on your daughter?
No,
I thought it was a goddamn bird
over here, like jumping on the air mattress, and
I'm expecting her to go flying behind you.
She's happy. Leave her be.
She's fine.
She's not bothering you.
It just startled me. I thought she was hurt.
No.
I thought someone killed a bird.
No, that's normal noises.
I thought someone killed a goddamn bird. It was craziness. Are you guys sure this was 2000? Because I don't see it. I don't see nothing like that. Anyway, yeah, go. Kick the can. Scatman Crothers. What a fuck. God damn it.
And that was, I think, one of the best feel-good segments of it. Really, any anthology.
Yeah.
They did such a great job matching the kids with the adults.
Yep. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
What is her name? She was on Night Court. She had the real raspy voice.
I don't know. Your fucking microphone sounds real raspy. What'd you do? What'd you break?
What did I break?
Being sexy.
Okay.
Sounds weird. Mike sounds weird.
Robot.
Do you think am I hearing things or does everybody hear that? Does she sound like a robot?
It did change.
You sounded like a dirty-minded robot.
Whoa. God damn.
I am trying to be what you want, Mike.
Now you're back to normal.
Now you're back to normal.
Okay.
I guess,
all right, I'm not touching anything.
Your voice is back to normal. You are not normal, but
your
voice is. There you
go. I can't remember her name.
From Night Court?
Yeah,
Night Court?
and she was in this segment of the Twilight Zone. She played the elder.
Marky Post.
Marky
That's the only one I
Post.
remember from Night
Jesus
Court.
Christ.
Early episodes of Night Court. She was one of the
Okay.
bailiffs. She had the real raspy voice. She's been in like 1,000 fucking things.
Is that fuck, hold on.
All right, that's just funny.
But anyway,
Selma
They-
Diamond?
I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. They matched the kids up with the adults so perfectly.
Uh-huh.
And I had such a crush. Now, keep in mind, I was like 12. I had such a crush on the British kid that didn't change at the end. The one that didn't change back and went out the window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just a real, and again, it was like a life lesson. Like, enjoy every age you are, no matter
right.
what.
Damn right.
Man.
Was the person you were thinking of earlier Selma Diamond?
That's it. Thank
I
you.
thought that was who played that was Mrs. Weinstein in the movie.
Yeah, and the little girl that they got to play her, she had the accent down and the voice down, and they did an amazing job.
I love the Twilight Zone movie.
I do too.
It's fucking great. So good. Did you just send us that it's called The Card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
And it was the 80s one.
I figured it was. I couldn't find it on the other one. The other one was pretty straightforward. But yeah, I'll hunt it down on here. Now that I know what it's called.
Well, that makes sense.
You don't make sense.
Yeah, it's about credit card debt, and they call the episode The Card.
Well, what fucking season is it? Oh, it's season.
You're asking me
it's
now. I'll
season
send you the
2.
link. What more do you want?
Season 2, 8, 9. I got it. Yep. Susan Blakely. Got it. Fuck you, whatever you just said. William Atherton's in it. Walter Peck from Ghostbusters is in that episode. Fucking right.
Oh shit!
Well, I'm gonna go watch that one now. Dude, what are you
Oh,
doing? Did you just like?
That was like a curtsy, but she was
Yeah,
sitting
give me
down.
like a curtsy. Fuck you. Okay. I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say it's more like a fuck you, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's a fuck you.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, Claire.
I'm still alive, folks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, Michael.
The Living Doll.
Oh,
Oh.
Telly Savalas.
Kelly Savalas. Who loves you,
Oh,
baby?
Telly Savalas.
Who loves you, baby?
That
Oh,
was great.
so do you know I haven't seen it for years, but straight away that's one I remember, and I haven't seen it for years.
And they did it. It was like, I don't think it even gets enough recognition because it did the evil doll thing before
Oh, it
all
doesn't
these
get
evil
enough
dolls
recognition.
came out.
No, they forgot about that.
Talkie Tina.
And what was
Talkie
great
Tina.
about
Yeah.
it
Talkie
wasn't
Tina, yeah.
wasn't one of those doll things where only the kids heard the doll talk. The doll
Yeah.
basically told Telly Savalas, like, fuck you, dick. I'm fucking alive.
Fuck you, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
What's happening with me?
And that's another one that the Simpsons with
yeah,
the Krusty
Yeah.
doll.
I just read now the mom's name in the episode. Mary LaRoche played her, but her name in the episode was Annabelle Streeter.
Huh.
Annabelle.
Huh?
I wonder if that's where they came up with the name Annabelle. If there's
Probably.
any-
Makes you wonder,
Probably.
doesn't it? Yeah, yeah. At one point, he's like, doesn't he say, well, you don't think I could hurt you? And she's like, no, but I could hurt you.
Yeah, fucking great.
Nice
Dude.
lie.
Creepy ass doll.
Yeah, dude.
Love that
Fuck
shit.
that
That's
doll.
not in the slightest bit terrifying, is it?
I think it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
First of all, you know how I feel about dolls. That shit can go right the fuck to hell.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
but the-
those are.
the-
Oh, I should send you a
the end-
picture of
yeah.
me as Annabelle.
when she was
The
in
ending
of
it's great though.
And you
I want to
can't-
see that picture.
That's different.
Oh, it's a
though.
very old
Different.
picture.
I got
Yeah.
some tonight though, if you remember.
Before we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, this is before we did anything like this. This was like,
But the
Yeah,
ending of
I'm
that
saying,
episode is great.
Yeah, ending's fucking
He like
fantastic.
trips on the doll on the steps and like falls down, basically, is dying.
Yeah.
And I guess they come down to check on him as he's dying, and I guess he passes,
Yep.
And the doll says, "You better be nice, to me."
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they spent the whole episode thinking he was an asshole.
Yeah, the whole time, whole fucking time. Like this bitch is trying to kill me. Come on, guys.
He's like, "I'm not a dick. It's the doll."
Fucking love that episode, dude. That's one of the. That's a great one, without a doubt.
Another
Yeah,
one,
fuck
season
you, Claire.
5.
That's fucking
Holy
dirt.
shit,
That's
Claire.
fucking- God
I don't know,
damn.
there's better
That-
ones. She sent me loads tonight. I just I don't know
Jesus
how to say them
Christ.
all. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
terrifying.
My God.
Scary C word. You're a scary C word.
Whew.
Good. That's how
Yeah.
I kind of want to live my life.
Yeah,
There you go.
that would
Good
scare
fuck
the
self.
shit
Yeah.
out of me.
That's before we did any of this. That's before moving. That's when
Dude,
kids were at home.
shut the fuck up. God damn. Yeah, fuck that noise.
Those shoes are great.
Fuck that shit. God damn, that's terrifying. Wow.
We
Okay.
did so much before. I wish we knew what we knew now and could have like documented it properly.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Because fuck this noise.
I've only just got these pictures. A friend of mine, and we saw it in the supermarket yesterday, and she was like,
If I would
"I've got
have
loads of
seen you
pictures."
dressed like this, I would have kicked you in the face.
Good. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
You want to see my fucking Silent Hill, mate? Oh, that's scary.
As a nurse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's pictures somewhere on my old
I'm
Instagram.
pretty sure
but
I've seen those. I'm
we
alright
didn't
with
take
those.
pictures. We didn't do this before. It was just like for fun, for
That's the
events.
problem. All the pictures are shite because it was all using like shitty phones and didn't have cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's before any of what we do now.
That's crazy that they, I mean,
Is
they
that
turned out,
chair
they turned out
yours?
good though.
Claire, is that chair yours? That black leather chair with the red?
Yeah,
That you're
yeah,
sitting
it
in
will
the
be. Yeah,
picture?
it'll be my old house.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had black leather.
Oh
suite.
my
Yeah, we
god,
have
I
full
love that
covers.
chair.
my old house. I miss my old house. It was like awesome.
I love that chair. I want that chair.
Yeah, it was. They were actually great. Rich actually painted an entire haunted forest in the front room
Oh,
by
cool.
hand in that house. It was great. Our kids used to joke they lived in a dungeon. It was. I mean, we've turned it down now, but like it was really bad before.
It looks awesome. I mean, you look fantastic, but fuck, that's
Thank you. And that's before I knew what I was doing. That was like fucking
terrifying.
years ago.
Fuck. God damn, it's terrifying. All right. Living Doll. What are we? That was season 5, episode 6. Damn, that was a
Yeah.
late episode too. Fuck.
Great episode though.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Pretzel Boy.
Season 4.
Yep.
Death Ship.
Yes.
Pretzel.
Without a doubt.
Remember that one?
Oh, yes.
White pretzel.
That was Jack
Was it
Plugin
White
that was in that. The guy from A Game of Pool was in that.
I kind of remember that one from a kid as well.
That was fucking great, dude.
Creepy as fucking hell.
Yeah, definitely.
American astronauts exploring other planets looking for like habitable places. And they just happen to be like scanning the horizon of a planet and see the glint of something metallic. They decide to land and check it out. They find a spacecraft that's basically identical to theirs that's crashed. They board it to find bodies of themselves on board the spacecraft, dead. And they're trying to figure it out. They think that they're seeing a glimpse of the future, like they maybe passed through some time warp thing, and they were viewing their future. They wanted to get the fuck out of there, and one of them was like, no, we can't take off because this is what's going to happen to us. But ultimately they come up with the idea that there's no way they could possibly stay because there's no communication with anybody else to get rescue to come for them, and several other reasons. They take off, but they eventually determine that they can't escape this fate. They are actually dead already.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to be reunited with their loved ones, which they basically saw a glimpse of this, but the captain of the ship is like, nah, fuck you. We're going to find another way to deal with this problem. So they're just doomed to do this over and over again.
Yep.
By the end of the episode, that's kind of where they leave it. So it's super fucked up and
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's fucking nuts.
And it's got a sci-fi element, which is
Clint's.
probably one of the reasons why I was infected with it.
Yeah, because it's right up Clint's alley, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's your thing.
If nobody else has seen it, Mike, maybe.
I don't
Didn't see that one. Oh shit!
Oh, all right, man.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna hit you with one that you probably have not seen. I can't remember the fucking name of it now. I just had it in my. God damn it! Hold on, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Shit, the trade-ins. It's this couple. The Holtz is their name, and the one guy, the husband's like, man, I fucking ache. I hurt. This fucking sucks getting old. So there's a thing that they can do in the like obviously it's like a little bit into the future. So you can trade in your body for a younger model. And it's $5,000 per body. So they only have $5,000. So
sign me up.
He's like, so the wife's like, you take it, you do it. He's like, no, if we can't do it together, we're not doing it. So he goes in this underground poker game, and he winds up betting the whole $5,000, and he loses it. He's like, well, goddamn. So in the final hand, the last hand, there's a guy that he's playing. Faraday, Mr. Faraday is what he calls him. It's $5,000 as the pot, and so he keeps looking at his cards, and he's got 3 kings. The guy that he's playing against has 3 aces, but he folds them, and he's like, you can take what you came with, $5,000. So he lets him take the $5,000 back. So they go to the place again, and they're like, hey, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done. But it and the ending's kind of weird. Just because like he gets it done, he walks out, he's young, and she's old, and just the look on her face is like terrifying, like because she just realized now she doesn't get to live with him much longer. He's going to live longer than she is because he's 70 years younger than she is now. So she's crying and everything like that, and he winds up getting it reversed, and they walk out together, and he tells her, we don't know what's going to happen, but our love is younger than it ever has been, and they walk out, and it's just a real good story, like filling up. Yeah, right. It's just a good one, man. Like it's just one that stuck with me just because the story's so good. Because obviously when you get old, it sucks. You hurt, obviously.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know, right? You're a fucking kickboxer, so you don't know. It's just good though. It's
long time ago.
Right. It's just good. Just good. This was honestly a feel good episode. It's one of the
a nice message.
Yeah, it has a nice ending, nice message to it. Not the bleak fucking ending like Mike's brought up with Al. What was it? Al Bridge. Somebody's about to kiss their wife and her neck snaps. Yeah, fuck that noise. This one ends happily. Season 3, episode 31, called The Trade Ends. Obviously, no one else has seen it. Bacon's, go.
I'm about done with mine.
Yeah.
I remember I've been editing photos a lot, so she's been watching them while I've been head stuck in the laptop.
Very well. Hang on, there was something I thought of earlier. Hang on, give me a second. No, it's gone. I'm a goldfish. Move on.
Wow, you're okay. You're a goldfish. All right. So Nicole doesn't have anything because she did the movie.
Hang on.
Oh shit! Hang on.
I've remembered one.
Epiphany. And now it's fucking
I've had a
gone
few
again.
of them this week.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
So
Are you sure you're good?
there was one I watched today. I don't know. It's definitely, I would say, the 2000s. There was a family that moved into a closed, gated community. The daughter, they were moving because the daughter was a wild child.
Okay.
It all seemed a bit like One of Us, a bit like, you know, for the greater good. And literally when they got there, she was all tattooed and pierced and crazy hair.
Awesome.
Yep.
And then they kind of was putting the boxes in the house, had a drink, and the next thing you know, she wakes up, they've dyed her hair back black, they've lasered her tattoos off, took all the piercings out, they've put her in a boarding school, and it was like fucking crazy. And it turns out that this whole village was like, if anyone stepped out slightly out of line, they would be sent to military school, which turned out wasn't military school. It was literally like they were going to gas you.
Awesome.
This was.
And it was awesome. It was a really good episode. I don't know what it's called.
This was the first episode of the 2002 series called Evergreen.
Evergreen Estates, yeah? Yeah, that was where it was. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Spot on.
And again, another. I mean, this one still had a bunch of stars. Jason Bateman was in it. Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yeah, there was loads of people in it.
Yep, Wayne Knight, Method Man.
It was great. It was really good.
Yeah. James Remar was in episode. Yeah, I mean, that's sounds like a great fucking episode.
It's really good, honestly. It caught my attention when I watched it. Definitely. It was like it was kind of to those 90s like girls fucking acting out thing, you know, like the craft and shit, but not. It was like that kind of thing. She was like a badass, and they just stripped everything away, and it turned out it was like a really like the village kind of job where it was all controlled.
That sounds fucking awesome. I'm gonna have to check these other ones out because, again, I just didn't check these later ones out. I'm gonna have to do it.
I've been lazy this week. Like Googled and fucking YouTube, just let it play.
Yeah, that's probably what I wound up doing if they don't have one on Paramount. All right, Michael, let's guess we can go with you and then we'll end it. There's Nicole's fading. We definitely went longer than we could have went with the Munsters. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
We still can't even get it in our region.
Really?
Yeah, there's no option, Noah.
Wow.
That sucks.
Fuck. I'm glad I got this thing I can send you guys.
Does it though?
Because it was good. I enjoyed it. It was. I was thinking it. And
I might like it as well.
It's better than Halloween
It's
Ends.
like I think it's the technical that's putting me off, but I'm going to try it as soon as I can get it.
Yeah, as soon as we can get it, I'll try it.
Rob Zombie could make 2 hours of Sherry Moon Zombie pissing in a field, and it would have been better than Halloween Ends.
Woo!
Good point. Hey,
Pissing in a
big up
field.
20 fucking guy who puts his fucking woman
I'd watch
in
it
front
once.
of everything any day.
I'd watch it once.
Big up to that.
That's me.
Wow,
Big up to me.
Yeah, right. I am fucking blown, man.
God,
That was
he's
Nicole
insane.
saying that. She would much rather watch Sherry Moon Zombie piss in a field. You know, not pissing. Pissing
There's
in a
money
field.
in that content, kid. Trust me.
Very, very,
Not even in a bedroom, in a field.
yeah, I mean,
For 2 hours.
very descriptive. I mean, I would watch her piss in a field for 2 hours.
Probably will make more movies than he's more money than he's actually movies. Have made.
Walking around looking for gopher holes to squat over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus
More
Christ.
entertaining than Halloween Ends.
Damn. What did we just fall
Clinton.
into? God damn. Fucking looking for gopher
That's
holes
great.
to squat in.
You can't tell me you didn't like the end though.
I didn't like the end. I thought
I
it
didn't
was
like
fucking
any of this.
stupid.
I didn't like
When
any of it.
Laurie grabbed that kid by the
Right.
head, like he was a bitch.
No.
It was just fucking. It was just bad. It was just the fight between them was weak.
Right. If
Between
I
her and
take out the
Michael.
fact it's a Halloween movie, I've got some points.
But I was
Exactly. It wasn't a
Halloween
Halloween
movie is
movie.
wwas wrong with me.
He was
If,
hardly
if
fucking
I
in
was
it.
looking at it as not a Halloween
That's
movie,
not all that's wrong with you.
go fuck yourself. But like,
And this
Nobody
random
wanted
fucking
a
kid gets his mask.
2-hour fight between them. So you didn't get it. You got a 10-minute fight between them, which was perfect.
It was fucking stupid. Like
It was horrible.
It showed that he already got shown up by some dumb fucking kid, beat his ass in the sewers, took his mask.
Yeah, I didn't
Then he
like
got his
that.
ass beat by
I didn't
Lori.
like that. Why would that happen? That wouldn't happen.
When I saw him
More of a
overpower him so easy,
It's like,
nothing
what?
else has been able to do with that.
And then there was so many. The biggest problem I had with it. I love how we keep talking about this movie. We always go
You didn't
to
like-
Halloween.
You didn't
We're
like how
actually
the marching
invested
band
here.
kids got it?
Do what?
How they what?
The marching band kids.
Oh, Mullet Man.
It
That
was
dude
right
was
out
fucking
of
nice.
awesome.
Christine. I could have watched Christine and been more entertained.
That dude was
Yes.
that guy
Same
was my
fucking
hero.
thing.
Those fucking tough ass marching band kids.
Yeah,
And they could
Mullet
not
Kid was
act for
awesome.
shit.
When he
It was
fucking
so
ran
bad.
over that chick in the
And with,
fence.
He's
and
like,
with
I play the
Where's this
trombone,
person?
bitch.
Oh, she's dead.
Oh, and how many
Okay.
times do we have to step on someone's fucking head? We've done that in all 3 movies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Horrible.
drive over it as well.
Yeah, right.
Everything
Drive over
about
and
it.
stomp
What
on you.
about
Fuck
the
you.
radio DJ? Come on.
That was cool. That
That
was
was
cool.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
I
too,
like
and I
the
knew
turtle with the tongue. I
The
really
tongue,
fucking
yeah,
like
his
that.
jaw's all
That
fucked
was
up.
like
That
a
was-
shot for me
that
when
was
it's
cool.
like spinning round and it's like skipping over the tongue. I love that.
But that's
I
just
like
going to
that.
knacker that needle.
but I knew it wasn't
anybody
Michael
see
because
it?
Michael wouldn't have done that.
Did anybody see the callback?
Yeah,
to
this is what I'm saying.
Friday
If I'd have
Part
gone
4?
in it as not a Halloween movie, not Michael, then yeah, there was bits at the end. Definitely, I thought, yeah, it's sick, but it's like it wasn't in. Like I was saying, it wasn't Jamie Lee's character either. It was
Right,
totally
it
out of
wasn't
the
her at
fucking
all.
context of
It
who she
wasn't-
is.
And
Did
it
you
wasn't
see
Michael
Darcy the
because
Mail
no one
Girl?
has ever gotten his mask.
Darcy,
And
all
all
right,
of a
Darcy
sudden,
the
this
Mail Girl.
random
Yeah, Darcy
fucking
being in it
weed
was
just
okay.
fucking.
Oh, I love Darcy. Diane Prince. I've actually fucking talked to her. She's really, really nice.
But did you see the callback to Friday Part 4 when Michael ripped his hand off the knife and it was split right down there?
Yep. Got that. They just stole a bunch of other horror
That's-
movies and mashed
That was
them
my
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It was
Wasn't
unoriginal.
Bad acting.
Don't sell it.
Everything was unoriginal. It was fucking.
There
And
was some of the motorbike bits that looked like Lost Boys.
And Terminator 2. It was
Terminator
fucking
2,
weird. There was
yeah.
loads of bits I could have gone, that looks like this, that looks like
And
that.
I'm pretty
that
sure I
sounds like
mentioned
that.
Christine last night as well.
Yeah,
That's
so was-
your biggest
you mentioned
comparison,
it, yeah.
Christine. That was. It
And the
was
junkyard thing, crowd surfing Michael at the junkyard and driving him to the junkyard like a fucking parade. I mean,
Climb up the wall.
Yeah,
they should have put him like in the middle of the street and set him on fire. Like,
yeah, to me
That
it was
would have
all
been
a
more
bit like
dramatic.
symbolic and a bit overdone.
But
throw
he's
him in a
been
throw him in a crusher. Was cool.
before in movies. They never
What?
threw him in the friggin' grinder.
That was fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that coming. I was like,
It's like they were trying to make it a highbrow burial.
You know, and
Not,
like
uh,
nothing,
kill
they
the bad
showed
guy.
that grinder. That was the first thing they showed in the movie. They should have never shown that. It was like something's gonna come back in.
if they would have ended it right there,
Yeah.
if the credits would have rolled right there, I would have given it like a 0.5 higher than I did, which was a 0 anyway.
Yeah.
But then you have the part with
Parsley.
cherry blossoms, no eggplant.
Nah, didn't need
I
it.
like your face.
God damn it!
Yeah.
It's alright if you're 12 and in love, you know. But not in a Halloween movie.
I make chicken croquettes. I like your face.
I like your face. Yeah, like what the? I'm not. I wouldn't say that if I was in fucking elementary
bad.
school.
What was with that dialogue?
I mean, did anybody? And then like when he stabs himself in the neck and Lori pulls the knife out. Bitch, you know, as soon as you do that, she's gonna walk in the fucking door. Leave the knife there.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. Laurie's
That
not that
is weird.
stupid to have pulled that knife out.
No.
That pissed me off.
She should have
Yeah, like,
stamped on the end of the
She's
knife.
been through too much to know to fucking have her hand on that knife bit. He's killed himself, so you're fucking free. So she would, you know.
I love
You're
it.
waiting for him just to fucking jump up to fucking finish him off. You're not going to pull the knife out.
I know
Any
Clint's gonna
woman-
watch it again and go.
But it
I
looked
really
cool.
like this movie.
No,
Mhm.
any woman that loses a child, her daughter was murdered. 4 years later, on the day she was murdered, you're baking pies and carving pumpkins?
And
You fucking are you?
No! Somebody fucking murdered my child, I would probably put a gun in my mouth. I don't understand that.
Well,
I don't
again, she tried to
understand it.
commit suicide. She tried to do that.
Oh no,
No,
she
That
it's
didn't.
a double
and you know
bluff.
what?
She didn't.
That was
It was a
fucking
double
stupid
bluff.
too. Did you really think I was gonna kill myself? Bitch, you didn't even know he's
No,
in
I
the fucking
kind of
house.
like that
Yeah.
line, but I'm kind of all for that fuck you thing.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to report a suicide at this address. Oh,
And it
Michael,
wasn't
you're
even
here.
fucking Michael. It was
Yeah, what the fuck? God damn
the
it.
kid that stole his mask.
Yeah, right? It was like, fuck, God damn it.
So bad.
Clint, if you watch the movie again and you say, hey, you know what? There were points that I really liked. I'm finding another co-host.
I think he kind of said he could make it work together earlier, but I'm kind of intrigued. I think I missed it because I was like, oh, when you were talking about it.
I can't figure it out.
There were some things where I kind of understood the progression of what they had done, but I didn't like the way they executed it.
See, Clint's the logical one out of the two of us. He's the one that can see
Very
through bullshit and kind of like be like, these are the shining moments. So I know him not saying anything. That means something because normally he can figure something out.
I don't know.
There were no shining moments. It was all dull as fuck.
Sometimes I'm
color grading, couple of the kills. That's about it for me. It didn't feel like a Halloween film. If I looked at it from a film that wasn't a Halloween film, then maybe different. But
maybe
no, it was crap all around.
But the one thing that me and Clint always say with a horror movie, there's one thing: do not be boring. That movie was boring.
It was incredibly boring.
Until we turned it off last night in that group, honestly, I was literally like losing the will to live. I couldn't get my head around it.
Clint, what are you doing?
She wanted to go up to the ceiling.
Ah.
Okay, that's just fucking weird. All right. I mean,
we're not there, but
we're not.
I mean,
I was saying, I know you're not there, but you're fucking close. Actually, no, you're not even close.
Hi, Catalina.
Look at the face as she comes down. You see that? The biggest shitty grin I've ever seen a kid have.
Amazing.
Like, man, she just had the fucking best time of her life.
Go up to the ceiling.
Oh,
I love it.
She is adorable.
Again.
I want another one.
Come on, Clint. Get your workout tonight.
I'm like 8 billion.
Well, you're gonna have yours.
Stand up this time.
Was it Blanton Flatchery or whatever the fuck that guy's name was?
There it is.
Here's it gonna be. I can't remember what the name of that dude was. Now we were talking earlier.
What dude?
One of the had the name in the Twilight Zone. I said
Bartlett.
Bartlett. Bartlett Finchery. That's y'all's kid's name when you do it. Bartlett Finchery Bacon. Bam. Sounds like an awful time.
Bartlett Bacon.
Bartlett Bacon. God, she's fucking.
Sounds like
No, it's weird because
sounds
in
like
our
something you order at a
country,
restaurant.
it's like the bacon name. People go
Bartlett
chowder.
Bacon.
It's always Baker. They always think we say Baker, not bacon.
Bacon.
The Bartlett Finch sounds like maybe it's a Sherlock Holmes story or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely sounds like
Or a
Yeah,
Harry
no,
Potter
like
character.
a straight to DVD
Yes.
movie.
God, I love Sherlock Holmes.
All right, Mike, bring us home, man.
Why did I think of that?
Wrap it up with a bang. Get a good one.
The long distance call.
There you go. There
Another
you
Billy
go.
Mooney one.
Upside down.
Billy Mooney's
Upside down.
grandmother died.
Yep.
And she had
Wanna
given
be
him a
upside down?
toy phone right before she died. And after the grandmother died, the parents finding Billy talking to his grandmother on the phone.
Yep.
And they're not thinking anything of it. But then like he like tries to run in front of a car and like basically like the grandmother is trying to tell him to kill himself so she could be reunited with him.
Mhm.
And
Keep in mind, this is a kid.
yeah. And basically they take the phone away or the phone breaks or something. And then they find him like face down in the dirt outside.
Telling that up to the ceiling.
And like the doctors say he's like in critical condition, don't know if he's gonna live. And basically the father runs up and finds the phone and is like yelling into the phone to his mother, so please let him live. Like so like all of a sudden now he believes it. And he's like, you love your grandson, you'll let him live. And all of a sudden they say he miraculously comes back.
Yep.
Creepy.
Nicole, if that sounds familiar, that's where Poltergeist 2 got their idea.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, and again, I want to reiterate numerous times. This was a kid. Again, it didn't matter. This show was dark. It didn't matter whether it was a kid involved, whatever the subject matter was. And again, I've never seen a TV show that had so much like suicide shit in it. Like, it's just so weird to see that, because you don't see it now, because it's like Claire's been saying all night, you can't do it anymore. It's too risky of a subject matter.
There's so much stuff that we all watch in different ways that you could not fucking make or show anymore. They wouldn't allow it.
You couldn't even make Blazing Saddles now. Blazing Saddles would be a 7-minute movie.
You couldn't make
Blazing Saddles would be the opening credits and then the ending credits.
Movies. You couldn't make any of those.
All I hear is leave on little. Why do I?
And now for my next impression, Jesse Owens. I mean, yeah, where are all the white women at? Oh, fucking god damn it.
Do what he says. Do what he
Do what he says.
Do what he say. Yeah, I love that.
Didn't I say to wash your hands after weekly crosswords? I mean, that right there, like, fucking, it's fucking great.
It's such a shame because these days Mel Brooks would be crucified these days.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Men in Tights. Give me Men in Tights.
Even Young Frankenstein, which you guys went and saw.
Oh, yeah.
Even the shit in there.
When did you go see that with Nicole and Mike?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but it was sick.
It's great.
Love that film. Yeah, but it was awesome.
Fucking great.
Up to the ceiling.
Well, Nicole has officially lost it. Mel Brooks has taken her.
We've lost her.
Yeah,
yeah, that's all right.
Nicole has left the room.
It's a good way to get lost.
So great, though.
It's a good way.
The host comes out, and his name was Chuck Francisco.
Nice.
And all I could think of was Elf with Will Ferrell. Francisco, that's fun to say. Francisco. That's all that came into my head.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you couldn't even you couldn't do half the shit Mel Brooks did now. You can't.
No.
Blazing Saddles is definitely off the fucking table.
History of the world. I loved
Same with like Monty Python, even though you couldn't get away with that now.
No. They actually
The Holy Grail and that.
when Comedy Central, when they showed Blazing Saddles, they would edit the fart scene. They wouldn't even show it. I'm like, that's the best fucking
That
part.
was good beans.
Yeah. Let's give him the Mongo.
Fucking Mongo.
Fucking Mongo.
I love Mongo.
Punches.
Remember Benny Hill?
I remember Benny Hill.
was fucking great.
My grandfather
my
used to watch
God,
Benny Hill.
It's like the
Lord.
Carry On films.
Yes.
I can still hear the music.
Yeah.
God.
And it's used on so many other things as well. It's
No.
awesome.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, like my child, well, mine and Richard's childhood, that was the thing that we were
No doubt.
watching when we were
Benny
kids
Hill, yeah.
without parents, which is crazy to think now because it would never be allowed.
We watched the Three Stooges every morning on it was AMC every Sunday morning. You don't even see that now. That slapstick shit doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, but like Benny Hill had boobs and everything,
Oh,
like
yeah.
proper, and it was like it was normal to watch that with your parents.
Yeah.
As a child.
Oh, my dad used to let me listen to Richard Pryor.
Oh
God,
yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch a Cheech and Chong movie, but I could listen to Richard Pryor.
Wow, I
Where the
don't
logic wasn't
understand the logic of that. Yeah, that logic is definitely ass backwards.
Yeah.
Like language was fine, but you can't see anybody smoking pot.
Right?
Yeah.
Not to mention Richard
Interesting.
Pryor dropped the N-word like 37 times in like 5 minutes.
37 times per minute.
It's like that movie, I can't remember which one it is or whether it's an English series where the mother always talks about things and she says words like she'll have a full conversation in normal voice and go, but he's in prison.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the same thing in our culture. It's like it's that under the thing where it's like sorry, it's like swears and stuff, but you couldn't watch anything like that.
Oh, they were lesbians.
Yeah, very much in like England, it's like that. It's like don't talk about all that stuff unless it's in a
your tits up with her far out.
I couldn't even watch. My dad told me to bury my head in the recliner when we watched Total Recall because the chick with 3 titties. I was
the
like,
3 titties are fucking glorious.
I'm like, Dad, it's 3 tits. It's not real. Like, I get it. Put your head in the chair.
I used to make my kid do that too. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
It isn't it? It's a real thing.
It's fine.
Delectable.
Joking.
Yeah, goddamn. Ended it with a good one. Yeah, the long distance call, season 2, episode 22, 222. That's a good one. Yeah, I will. I'll post some good ones on the group to go check out. Nicole was fucking gone, letting you know. Just check the fuck out.
Up to the ceiling.
What was it you said about his pants?
Up to the ceiling.
I think we've lost Nicole.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Overtired. There's an overtired coming in the lesson.
Up to the ceiling.
Oh my God. Francisco shit.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. No. He had. He was wearing like the bluest blue jeans I ever saw, like the really dark blue, and like the cuffs were turned up. I mean, like, and I'm talking about like the inside of his pants, you know, was turned up at the bottom of them like 4 inches at least.
Like they were the sharpest fucking.
Yeah.
And his hair, he had like black, like Elvis plastic.
But he was wearing like red shoes. It was weird. He had like
he was wearing red shoes.
It was really
what the? He was wearing high waters with red shoes. Okay,
yeah,
that works. That fucking works. Yeah, I'll post some other good episodes on the group, and you can check them out.
I gotta see if I can find a picture of him.
That's going to be her thing from now on. We're just going to get that shit all over the group now. I mean, it's all right. It's worth it.
Did he have like creases ironed in them or something like that? Why I said
they look like denim dress pants.
Yeah.
Richie's stepmother does this. She does it to his dad still.
Still.
What?
Giant creases in jeans. Oh God! What
you don't put creases in fucking jeans, for Christ.
Well, Richie's stepmother. Fuck me.
He was like the tidiest person.
Jesus Christ. I need. Yeah, we need to see pictures of that. Need to be reminded of that greatness.
I'll find him. I'll find him on the internet.
I'm sure you will. I look forward to
Nicole's crying.
She's fucking gone. Fuck Twilight Zone. It's gone. We're gone. Game over with that. Yeah. So keep in mind, kiddies, bacons, if you can.
Dimension.
Remember what we got next week? We got we got Hellraiser.
Yeah, Rich's got week of education. He's never seen any of them.
No, I've never watched any of them, so I will be watching them this week.
Lol.
I am terrified for you.
I think he's gonna not like them. I'll be honest.
I think he's gonna love the first one
right now.
He's gonna like the second one. And then after
I'll be honest.
was
I
better
think he's
than
gonna
the
struggle. We'll see.
Second one was better.
Second one was better than the first.
I think you'll like the first two, and then that's game over after that.
I think after 3, I gave up, and I haven't seen a new thing. So
I tried to watch what the fuck did I try to watch? 4, whatever 4 was, Hellseeker, I think it was. I couldn't fucking do it. I'm like, this is terrible. Why are we in space? You got to go way out there. Get to number 7, then go to space.
I watched Hell World because it had Lance Henriksen in it.
That was fucking awful too.
But what about the new thing? Has everyone seen that?
Yeah, I watched that last week.
Yeah, you see, again, it's not in our region again.
I didn't like it.
Well, now you're not in our region. God damn. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Not to the ceiling.
I'll see if I can use that converter and get it for you guys.
Strange is happening.
Something's
Can you hear us?
Well, we're frozen. So I don't know. Got no sound.
You're not frozen.
I think we've gone tits up.
You have not gone tits up. We
Okay.
can fucking hear you.
No. Hello?
No, there's no sound.
Hold on.
Got a bit.
To the ceiling.
We can hear you.
I can wave, but I don't think anyone can hear.
The fucking sound's gone.
Yeah, we're on a nation. What's someone doing with his fingers? Something really not fair.
Up to the ceiling.
I can't even... Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, I don't even... Right.
Exactly.
We can't hear anything. I don't know what's happening.
Get out. Come back
I don't know
in.
if anyone else can.
I can
I don't
hear
even
you.
know.
The ceiling.
So,
All right, I'm removing them. Let me bring them back in. Oh, fuck, I guess. Okay.
Clint, you better get her up to the ceiling.
Can you hear us now?
Tell her
Nothing?
Chuck Francisco's up there.
Francisco.
That's fun to say.
Francisco. She's gone. Fucking toast. Game fucking over.
I can't.
Yeah, you fucking toast. You're done.
what's happening there?
Game over.
Why can we not hear anything?
We're not deaf. We can hear you.
Should we go off and go back on?
I
There
can
you
hear you.
Hello?
Right. We've got nothing there. What are we doing? No sound. I don't know what's happening. Oh, what's going on? I have to come back out and go back in. Oh, that's fine.
Mike's gonna start snoring any minute.
God, please, the fuck don't.
I'm actually watching Spider-Man
God.
and His Amazing Friends, the cartoon.
Little boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh my God, please, fucking. If he starts snoring, me and Clint are gonna go deaf because we got headphones.
How about honorable mention?
For what? Episodes?
Yeah, season 1, 1985. Wordplay. Remember that one?
Wordplay's good. Yeah, wordplay's good.
That one was hilarious.
Yeah, that one's funny as fuck.
Where the dude just couldn't understand English anymore. Like all these words, these substitution words got
Hello?
thrown in.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, can you hear us, darling?
Yes? Can you
Yes.
hear us?
I can
Us?
hear.
You what? Sorry? No. What?
No? Can't hear us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm joking.
Fucking asshole.
What the dog
Wait.
That's terrible. I don't know what happened there. We lost all sound.
That's fucking weird. It happened.
said?
Yeah, wordplay.
In fact,
Fucking
from being
pesky.
called a fucking ass, I'm glad I lost sound.
Yeah. Honorable mention on my end will be.
We'll put the dog in the bed.
I'm gonna go with.
Dog in the bed.
This might be the one you were thinking of,
He's not getting it.
Nicole.
Up
Obsolete Man.
there, the bed.
That's Burgess Meredith too. A future totalitarian society, a librarian is declared obsolete and makes rather unusual requests to the court as to the manner of his execution.
Possibly.
Maybe he was in a bunch of them, but yeah,
Yeah.
Obsolete Man was fantastic. And second one, Clint, you might have watched it. Will the Real Martian please stand up?
I heard of it. I don't think I remember it.
Bella.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's
Shut
they're
up.
They're in a diner. Well, fuck you too, Nicole.
Yes,
Jesus.
ma'am.
Yeah. No shit. God damn. Everybody shut
Vicious.
up. God damn.
You can't
Shut
speak
up.
to a lady like that.
I mean, she was just like, shut
Trust
up.
me, she ain't a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool it.
She's
Speaking
got
of
that
lady,
vicious dog in the background.
right?
I do.
And that
Yeah.
cat.
And the cat, yes.
That cat looks chill as fuck.
One of the cats.
That cat looks awesome. Yeah. So, Mike, honorable mention real quick.
All right. We'll be up soon.
Are you there, Mike?
Just watching Spider-Man. Give him a break.
That is true. He's watching.
All
That's
right.
a good show.
An
That's
honorable
16.
mention, and I can't find it anymore.
Okay.
All right, I found it. I'm in the wrong season.
Stop it.
Do we want to guess? Or are you going to tell us? Wow, there's some
Oh, I
fancy
can't
fucking.
find
There's some fancy hoodie right there. I like that.
Oh my God, I love
Look at that shit. Claire looks fucking dapper as fuck right now. Jesus.
In my
What the
fucking skanky fucking robe that smells
Wow,
like weed
skanky
and
robe.
fucking
Holy
like
fuck.
tacos.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Skanky robe.
Wow.
Did you just
You look like
flat
you
out.
look like a wizard.
I know, right? She looks like that bitch from Lion the Witch in the
As long as
Wardrobe.
she doesn't stand up and shows all her wizard sleeve, we're all good.
Yeah,
She's
right.
off to Narnia.
She looks like that bitch from Narnia.
Look at bits from Narnia.
Yeah. You look like the
Fuck.
I like that.
snow bitch. Or snow queen.
I don't know what I almost think you lot have always like as a list here. So it's like I don't quite understand. I was like,
The snow bitch.
Is
You
it
know what
snow
he's talking about?
What's she called? Ice Queen?
Fuck, I don't
Whatever
know.
that fucking
The
bitch
Snow
that
Queen.
Tilda Swanson plays. Yeah, that's what
Snow
Claire looks like.
Queen.
Yeah, Snow Queen. Okay. Yeah. You're just a lot hotter than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
get stuff. I swear to God.
She like trusting a snowy bitch or something.
Yeah, that snowy bitch was ugly. She looked like a man. Yeah, she looked like a fucking man.
Don't knock it till you've tried it, lad.
Trying to do that. Still alive.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we do
like
get-
cock.
we-
I don't care what you are.
We
Oh,
did
for
get
God's
one
sake.
viewer on YouTube. I don't know who the fuck. Probably one of us. Oh wait, it's me because I got it on YouTube. What the fuck? Okay, get out of that. You fucking asshole. Now watch. It's gonna bomb now. It's gonna say we don't have a viewer now.
Yeah. Yeah, we did as well. We had to come back on. Nicole's just put. Did she come back on? Is she there?
No.
Can't even say.
She's trying. Says she got booted. How do you get booted? Is what I want to know.
We did. We had to come back in. We got booted completely.
Well, as long as it's
Everything
not
froze.
because of, us talking, us saying whatever, us cussing, us
No.
doing whatever.
It was like a few minutes ago. It's obviously gone with each person as the signals dropped.
And now Mike's fucking gone.
No, he's here.
What, Mike,
There we
are you
go.
dead? Mike, what is your honorable mention?
The Hitchhiker.
Oh yeah, Hitchhiker's good. That's a good one.
With
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
If I remember, the chick is going from town to town driving. She keeps seeing
Yep.
the same hitchhiker.
Yep.
Nobody sees him but her.
Yep.
And she freaks out and calls her mother. And
Yep.
after that, she can't get in touch with her mother. She finds out her mother can't come to the phone because she's grieving her daughter's death.
Yep.
No
And
bathtub.
realize basically she's dead.
Let the
Yep.
dog in the
So
Right.
good. So fucking good. I think that's
I
season
gotta carry
3.
you up.
She's a woman.
I gotta
The one?
carry you up.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't find it. I thought it was in a later season.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
I gotta carry you up.
Are you fucking me over again, Google?
Always, every time I use it on my phone,
There it is.
fucks my phone over.
Hitchhiker. Episode 16. Nice.
Season 1, episode 16.
Yeah, man, that's fucking good. So, right underneath that one is one called The Fever, which is fucking fantastic. I just watched that one before I came upstairs. This old man gets addicted to slot machine in Las Vegas.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. He gets all kinds of fucked up, broke. He goes cashes checks, writing checks, gets the money. His wife's freaking out. Yo, motherfucker, you done cashed 3 checks. Stop. He's like, no, bitch, leave me alone. Go back up to the room. And everybody's like, this guy's a dick. So they go back up to the room, and he's like, I'm going to go spend more money.
Another dog.
It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. He's like, you've been here for 13 hours. I need a drink of water. No, bitch, you need to get off the goddamn slot machine. That's a good one. That one's fucking cool. And that's actually one of the only, if not the only episode where it shows someone committing suicide. He jumps out. He falls out the window, and it shows the aftermath. Like it shows him dead on the fucking pavement. I'm like, shit. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So, like I said, I'll post a bunch of them on there. Anybody else got anything to add? Bacon's?
The doggy and
No, I'm kind of here, but yeah.
Nicole? No?
No.
All right, guys. Well, 4 hours almost. That's pretty good for a Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Like I said, get ready for next week because, oh boy, that's going to be some fun conversation. I would probably watch all the Hellraisers after the third one rather than Halloween Ends. I think I'm going to go with that.
Fuck you know. The stables of Aaron. The stables of Aaron are this fucking guys.
Right. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Love you.
And I will talk to you tomorrow because we talk all the time. So
We do indeed.
Love you guys.
Love you. Good night,
Love you all.
Hey guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Night.
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 Bye. Peace.